Welcome to the Samwelb12 Experience.
Hi, I'm Kate Bernass, and you're watching the Samwelb12 Experience.
All right, how about now? Do we have sound? I bet you we do. As I was saying, thanks, Kate, for the intro off the top. Welcome in, everybody. Apologies, we had a little meeting of the minds following the last stream, and we had to change the source. And guess who forgot to change it back? That was this guy. Anyways, welcome in. Thanks for joining us. We are here for game number 2, the Leafs and the Sens. A beautiful, beautiful evening here in Toronto. A little chilly, but it is gorgeous. The first game was awesome. We saw lots of young kids. Alex Steeves putting on a great performance, 2 goals. Justin Hall with a great performance as well, putting in a couple of points. We can't be surprised. Justin Hall showed flashes of greatness. Okay, that's maybe a really big stretch of the truth. He played okay at moments last year, but had a great game here today. We're looking forward to today, this game. This is going to be awesome. We're going to have a lot of fun seeing Ilya Samsonov. He's going to get into this game. It's going to be a whole different squad. Let me give you a sneak peek to the lineups direct from the lineup card itself. Here are the players we are going to see. And the projected lineup for the Maple Leafs, we are going to see Michael Bunting. We'll often refer to him here on this channel as Buntcake. Michael Buntcake Bunting. He's going to pair it up with Austin Matthews and Callie Jarnkrok. Jarnkrok, a great pickup coming in to be a part of the Maple Leafs. Our second line is going to be centered by Alex Kerfoot, and he's going to be playing with young gun rookie sensation. Well, at least I think he's a sensation. Nick Robertson. Robertson's going to be paired with Kerfoot and Aube-Kubel. So Kubel coming over from Colorado. He'll fit in nicely with Kerfoot and Robertson. Just don't give him any type of trophy to hold because it might get dinged up. On the third line, we're going to have Nick Abruzzese with Der-Arguchintsev and McMann coming in. And the fourth line, Clifford, Slaggert, and Ellis. And the odd man out, but we're going to see him play. Curtis Douglas, the 6'9" beast himself, will get some playing time today. Back on the D-line, we expect to see Morgan Rielly paired up with Brodie. The two rookies, well, they're not really rookies, the two guys that signed for the league minimum is what I meant to say. Coming in, Jordan Benn and Victor Mete, they're paid together, and Kokkonen and Villeneuve are also going to be paired together. And then the extra D, Hoefenmayer, is going to be coming in. So those are our expected lineups for tonight's game. Who we're going to see for the Sens. Now, I don't have what their matchups are going to be. We're going to see Drake Batherson coming in, Tyler Boucher, Rourke Cartier, Angus Cruikshank, Philip Daou, Matthew Joseph, Mark Kastelik, Tyler Mate, Josh Norris, Shane Pinto, Cole Reinhardt, Scott Siborn, and Brady Tkachuk. So that is going to be a great forward pair or forward matchup for the Sens. On defense, we're going to see Docker Bernard, Thomas Chabot, Yarn Donovan, Jacob Larson, Ryan McDonough, Ben Roger, Lassie Thompson, and Artem Zub. Now, a couple key guys to watch here. Donovan you may recognize from the World Juniors. And watch out for Scott Siborn. Siborn is a tough guy. And of course, if the Leafs actually have Kyle Clifford matched up against him, we may see a little rumble in the concrete jungle here in Toronto as those two may drop the gloves and get into it. Now, they have listed our starting goalie for Toronto is going to be Keith Petru-Izelli with Samsonov backing up. They'll probably split the time. Anton Forsberg is going to get the call for the Sens with Matt Sogard coming in backup. Those are the lines, the matchups. That's what we expect to see. Thank you, everybody, for joining us and hanging out for game number 2. This is going to be a good one. This is going to be an exciting one, and I can't wait to see if the Leafs can take both. Good evening, Lewis. Welcome back in. Carl, good to see you as well. Blair, what is up? Happy to see everybody coming back in as the game is getting underway. Lots of folks coming in. Let's make sure we're hitting that like button. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. And just some ground rules. We love getting into it. We love talking about our teams, cheering for our teams, booing the other teams. But let's just remember, let's keep it family friendly. We got lots of young fans that watch, so keep it somewhat family friendly. But let's have a lot of fun, respectfully. If you want to trash talk away, but just keep it respectful and no personal attacks. So there it is. Oh my gosh, look who it is. Chandler in the house. Chandler is a very close personal fur friend of mine. Chandler, I need to make you one of our top moderators. Chandler, you come in, you are going to be the upper echelon of mod. Full privileges for you, Chandler. Welcome to the show. So thank you, everybody, for coming in. Like I said, make sure you hit those buttons and make sure that it worked. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Let's drop that puck because it's hockey time. And here we go. Game number 2 is officially underway. Here we go. Ottawa bringing it right into Toronto zone early, getting a quick jump. Let's switch to our game screen. Coming across, Toronto is able to peel it away. Working through, here comes the Leafs. Rielly, headman pass up. Toronto's turn now. Coming across, little flip in for Matthews. That's going to go deep into the corner. Good start here for Toronto. Coming through. Working it down deep. Now everyone's going for some line changes. So there is some things as we're going around. There will be some technical pieces we need to sort out as a lot of the widgets and whatnot are just coming in. Just as it's preseason for these guys, it's preseason for us as well. So that's going to come down in the corner. Back to pick it up. Some of the new numbers we're going to have to get familiar with as well. It's Jordy Benn sending it up. Kerfoot's line comes on the ice now. He's giving chase. Coming around, Ottawa's going to get it out into neutral zone. Toronto backing up to pick it up. Here comes Toronto. Line changes again for both teams. Kokkonen's going to pick it up. Tries to send it out. Toronto's going to chip it ahead. Here comes Toronto. Abruzzese Abruzzese, who had a nice prospect tournament, sending it down the ice. Getting in there and working through it. Abruzzese, he's kind of knocked around. Ottawa chipping it out. All the way down. Toronto has to give chase. All the way back is Kokkonen. He takes a big bump. Working through behind the net. Toronto has it, trying to come away with it, but Ottawa does. Ottawa cycling it from point to point. Quick shot, rebound. And they turn it away. Nice play there. Dallas Hockey Boy, welcome in. Little wraparound attempt there. That goes just wide. Blair, we met at a golf tournament quite some time ago. So Toronto's going to bring it back. Both teams switching up yet again. Lots of line changes. Early maneuvers. Slaggert sending it down the ice. We're waiting to watch some of these Maple Leafs work through. Scott Sabrin's going to pass it up, and Toronto's going to pick it up in the neutral zone. Here they come again. See if we got our on-ice settings ahead and working. Putting the pressure on. Here they come, working down deep. In front, Clifford with an opportunity. Rebound is there. Can't convert on it. Wow, that was a close call. Matthews got very, very close. Here they come again. Toronto working their way down. Big shot. Rielly with the backhand. Nice save there as Dina's bringing Carlton to the show. Florida Park Explorers, what's going on? Welcome in. What a great, great start we're off to here as both teams are in full tilt. Ottawa looking to come back and redeem themselves after losing 4-1 earlier today. Here comes Ottawa. Bring it into Toronto zone, going high and over the net. Carl, you are exactly right. This is going to be a great hockey game between the Leafs and the Sens. Chipped in and chasing it down is Kerfoot. Kerfoot can't get there, but Toronto's able to keep it in. It's down deep in Ottawa territory. Finally, Ottawa's able to get it out, but they turn it over again in the neutral zone. Now they pick it up. Here they come, and that's going to be deflected up and at a play. They were coming close, but not close enough. Matthews got a real great opportunity, finding the puck, bringing it into the slot, able to take a shot, but the Ottawa Senators goaltender made a nice save. Forsberg standing tall in the early moments here in this hockey game. And thank you everybody for coming in. If you were with us this afternoon, thanks for coming back in. We appreciate it. If you're just finding our channel, welcome. Make sure to say hello in the chat, and we'd like to welcome you properly to our stream. So here we go again. Puck is in the neutral zone. They're battling hard at it. Coming through. Here comes Ottawa, almost breaking away, but can't quite do it. Here's Toronto. Toronto coming in. Tipping it through. A little bit of a collision there. Here's Robertson. Robertson going into the corner. Nope, sorry, it wasn't Robertson. It's SDA. My gosh, the 85 and 89 look so similar when those jerseys get bunched up. Toronto still has it down low, sending it around behind the net. Milk with coffee crit mist. Love it. Working through Rielly. Sends it around. Rielly already jumping up in this play, getting into the action. Both teams changing up. Puck dangerously close, sitting by the players. Almost too many men. Yes, that's a good call out. Anybody in Eastern Canada or down in the southern states that are being impacted by the storm or are bracing for the storm, please be safe and be careful. Toronto has it down low, digging it free in the corner. Slaggert doing a great job grinding away. Now, we saw a lot of these players last weekend in the prospect tournament. Ellis' shot comes through. Really looking forward to see number 53, Curtis Douglas, take the ice. See what he can do with his 6'9" frame. Ottawa's going to pound it down into Toronto zone. We're already under 14 minutes left in the first period. Ottawa doing a good job keeping it in. Lots of empty seats in the Scotiabank Arena tonight. Ref takes a little tumble there. Here comes Clifford. Clifford going to take it by. Bounce it off the boards. He's going to take a big hit. Steven, welcome back. I'm great, thank you. To be October ready. You got tickets for the Wild Blackhawks game. Oh, nice. That's awesome. There you go, FPE. Attaboy. Here it is. Michael Bunting putting a little nifty move on. Coming in, going high. Far side. And the goaltender just got a corner of that. Oh, Blair. Oh, goodness gracious. Gordon, good evening. Welcome back in. Blair would not advise it, my friend. Thank you very much. It's actually this. I'll tell you the story with this hat. This is a very old hat. The old new hat. This is part of, you can't really see it, the vintage series they did several years ago, bringing back all the vintage logos and jerseys and the trucker style. So I was able to dig it out of the old box, had to wipe a little dust off. But hey, we had a lot of complaints last year. Sam, no Leaf hat. Sam, no Leaf hat. So we had to break it out. But welcome in, everyone. Thanks for being here on this Saturday night. We appreciate it. Make sure you hit the like button. Here's how some of our games work, because we have lots going on during our streams. While you're here, you are earning points, and those points can be used to redeem graphics to come up on the board. As well, every 30 likes that go up on the board forces this guy, in yes, the Jurassic Park shirt, to have to dance. And who doesn't want to make somebody dance? So hit that like button. Every 30, we like to boogie. We like to party. We like to have some fun. And there's the man, AAU Triton, redeeming a freeze, putting the freeze on. You know what that means? I had to freeze. Every time somebody redeems their points to freeze me, you gotta freeze. So there's lots of redemptions you can use to play along. Now, all channel members have access to our exclusive emojis that they can drop in the chat at any time. As well, our channel members have access to our gambling game, so you can actually gamble and earn points faster. Why do you want to earn points faster? 2 reasons. Climb the leaderboard, pride, respect, be that top dog, or earn more points to redeem them to bring more graphics up on the board. Totally your call how you want to play with your points. So here we go again. Oh, your film, Steven. Right on. Gotcha. Understood. All right. There's Coaster Mom bringing up Carlton the Bear. Hello again, Charlie. I don't know why I said that with an accent. But here we go, Ottawa. Bursting in, coming through. Trying to get in. A big hit there by the Maple Leafs. Taking them out. Toronto working it in the sideboards. Up to Kerfoot. Kerfoot trying to chip it into Ottawa zone. Coming through. Ottawa brings it all the way back down. Robertson in there on the forecheck. As is Jordie Benn. Excited to see what Jordie Benn can do. Just like Villeneuve. Villeneuve, defense for Toronto, number 76. Played great in the prospect tournament. So lots of young talent for us to watch. Big collision there in the neutral zone. Toronto trying to force it down. They're kind of being pushed around, pushed off the puck. Artem Zub doing a nice job defensively. You know, Alexander Kerfoot last season had a career high with 51 points. Let's see if he can keep up that pace and get it done this year and surpass that total. Yeah, Steven, that happens. They're all over with the copyrights. Quick shot, doesn't get through. Tipped by. Here comes Ottawa. 3-on-1 shaping up. Toronto desperate to get back. Puts it right in the high slot. Tried to deke. Goes backhand. Rebound is there. What a save by the Toronto goaltender, Samsonov. So Samsonov getting the start here and bailing out the Leafs. That was Ottawa's first registered shot on goal. Going to send all the way down the ice. Rielly back to get it. Morgan Rielly seemed to be having a whole lot of fun the first couple days in training camp. Puck's going to take a funny bounce off the boards, come right up to Samsonov. He's going to grab and hang on to that. Great, great play. It's nice to see these young kids. We saw a lot of the regulars in the early game. This game does have a lot of youngsters in it, so it'll be interesting to see how they can hold up against the likes of Tkachuk and Norris and Pinto. Of course, we also saw Claude Giroux in the early game. It was interesting to see Giroux in a Sens jersey for the first time. Ottawa wins the draw. Quick shot. That's going to go high and wide. Another shot with a funny bounce. Doesn't quite get on the net. Oh, little collision there. So we got a penalty coming up. Ottawa's going to be taking the first penalty. So it's going to see Toronto go to the power play momentarily. As first Toronto's going to come down low in Ottawa territory. Working through. Matthews at the point, sending it across. Matthews going to get it back. Toronto trying to set something up. Right now it's a 6-on-5 situation. There's the whistle. So it looks like it's going to be Tkachuk. Tkachuk going to get this first penalty. Got to stick up high on TJ Brodie. Little whack in the face. Not intentional. The Gaming Freak, what's going on? Welcome in. I'm doing fantastic. Thank you. Hope you are as well. Hope everybody's having a great Saturday night. The best night for hockey. Well, let's see what this squad can do on the power play. The earlier squad didn't capitalize on the few they had. Matthews going to send that wide. Ottawa's going to pick it up and send it out and down the ice. Toronto chasing to pick it up. They're looking to set up. Here they come. Drop pass to Austin Matthews. Coming across. Here comes the Leafs. Breaking into the zone. Bunting sends it back to Rielly. Rielly going far side. Putting it down. Back to Rielly. Rielly cross to Matthews. Matthews top of the circle. Toe drag. Wrist shot. Doesn't get through. Rielly picks up the rebound. Here's another shot. That goes high and wide. Matthews can't grab it. That's going to come out and down. I agree, Florida Park Explorers. Any night. Thin Mint, what's going on? Hockey time. Thin Mint, love the name. As does one of our friends in the chat. Will love that name as well. Down low. Toronto has it. Passing it around back to the point. Over to the side. Brodie passes across. Big shot. Rebound. Coming across. SDA, the side of the net. Waiting for it. Now he gets it. Taking a long look. Der-Arguchintsev sends it back to the point. Here's a big booming shot there. And that's going to go just wide. Villeneuve going to keep it in. Gives it to Matthews. Matthews over to SDA. SDA going for the shot pass. Couldn't get the tip. 20 seconds. 25 seconds to go. SDA with it again. Taking a look. Matthews fed it over. SDA gets it back from Bunting. Tries to feed it to Matthews. Can't. Nice little move there by Villeneuve. Little backhand. Gets it to Matthews. Toronto coming in with the shot. And Ottawa going down with the shot block. Wow. Preseason. Somebody's fighting for a spot on the team. Going down for the shot block. Coming around. Ottawa with control. That's going to do it. Power play has expired. Toronto has the puck in the neutral zone. They turn it over. Now Ottawa has it. Both teams going to make some changes. Great attack there by the Maple Leafs. Not able to capitalize on the goal, but some nice passing. Back to the point. Here comes Jordy Benn. He can't put it in deep. Batherson's going to bring it out. Here's Ottawa. They're going to bring it in, circle it around. Benn is back to get it. He gets cut off there by Joseph. Ottawa comes back to the point. Sending it across to Thompson. Thompson with a shot. Goaltender didn't know where it was. Took a funny hop. They bring it in front, but Kerfoot's going to pick it up. Kerfoot's going to bank it off the boards. Toronto giving chase. Fanned on the clear. Look out. Toronto was in there pinching. Ottawa nearly gave it away in front of the net. Dancing through the neutral zone. Both teams, tremendous amount of turnovers so far here in the early moments. Danielle, what's going on? Welcome in. 30 likes. You know what time it is, although I see 29 on my side. We got 60 people in the chat. Can we get a few likes to get up over 30? Let's see if we can get them matching. Because we all know what happens at 30 likes. In the neutral zone. There it is. 30 likes on the board. So it's time to celebrate. And how we celebrate every 30 likes, we're going to kick it off with the little Saturday night shuffle. We're going to shimmy it up. Shimmy it up. What? Shimmy it up. Shimmy it up. What? That's how we're going to start this game off, with a little Canadian shimmy to get it going, because that's what's happening in the neutral zone. Boom. Thank you guys for hitting those likes, the guys and gals. Hockey boy, what's up, man? Welcome in. Cloud9 Getaways in the house. Welcome in, Chris. Hope you're doing well. Make sure you're here at first intermission, because we have a big announcement. We announced in the first game. We're going to break it down to you here in the second game as well. Cloud9 Getaways, our brand new sponsor here at the Samwelb12 Experience. Our first intermission show is proudly brought to you by our new friends at Cloud9 Getaways. You're going to hear all about Chris and what they can do for you if you're looking to book an excursion, to have a sports experience, go on vacation, cruise, you name it. They're the ones to help you get there. So we're going to tell you all about them coming up very, very soon. So happy to have you here in the chat. And welcome in everybody here on this fantastic Saturday night. We're watching the Leafs and the Sens duke it out for Game 2 of today's double header. That's right, it's double header Saturday. Game 1 saw the Leafs take it 3-1. It was quite an interesting game, and I know this is going to be a very controversial statement, but one of my exciting moments getting to say Justin Holl was one of my stars of the game. That's right, Justin Holl coming up huge for Toronto, picking up a couple of points. And Steves, the young gun, the youngster, also picking up 2 goals in that tilt. It was really exciting. William Nylander played quite well as well. And actually, just before this game went live on the air, it came out, breaking news. If you noticed in the first game, Nylander was wearing a tinted visor, kind of a la Ovechkin. And what he said is he switched to the tinted visor because during last season, he was suffering from major migraines. So this is quite interesting. A lot of people coming out complaining about how Nylander played for chunks of the year last year. So now he's coming out saying he was suffering from major migraines throughout the game. So he switched to the tinted visor so the lights and the reflection off the ice is not as hard on his eyes. So that's a real thing. If you've ever suffered from headaches before, it is a real thing. So that explains a lot as to what went into some of Nylander's performances last year. So Rielly's going to send it down. This is going to be an icing call. We're down to 6:50 to go here in the first. No score. Both teams duking it out. Toronto 6 shots. Ottawa only with 3 on the board. How was Tavares in the first game? I know he didn't get on the scoreboard, but how was the speed? Did he look like he was keeping up? So I'll be honest with you, Colin, and welcome in, by the way. I kind of expected a little more from Tavares. I know he's been working out. He's been doing a lot of stuff. He was there. He was aggressive. He looked okay. He didn't look spectacular. I know it's preseason and camps just opened up. So Tavares looked okay. I will expect more from him as this preseason moves along. Tim B, what's going on from Michigan? Well, welcome in. Tim, are you anywhere near where the prospect tournament took place? Did you have a chance to catch any of those games? You guys have a heck of a team in the Red Wings. They loaded up in this offseason. Here we go. Puck is dropped. It's back underway. 6.5 now. Coming in. Toronto through the slot. Can't get a shot off. They're bringing it over to the sideboards. Sending it around. Long pass. Cross ice. That's something we saw a lot of in the early game. Lots of long distance passing. Brodie with it. Sending it in. Working it down deep to Kerfoot. Kerfoot battling hard. He's being pressured big time. Big time by Zub. And Ottawa's going to come away with that puck. Carl, Austin Matthews is playing tonight. He certainly is. Shara, good evening and welcome in. Thanks for joining us here tonight. What a great game this is. As you are coming in, make sure to hit that like and, of course, hit that subscribe as well. We'd appreciate it. We're on our way to 3,000 subscribers, and we'd love for you to be a part of our hockey journey. Mark, what's going on? Welcome in. Sir Psycho, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Having a great evening. Toronto has it back. Looking around. They're taking a look, pausing. Wait. Now they're going to pass it off and get going. Jordie Benn. I'm really liking Jordie Benn so far here in the early moments. Victor Mete. Boy, is he fast. Here comes Toronto. Big shot. Rebound. Benn's going to throw it towards the net. That gets knocked down. Working down low. They're battling in there. Bobby McCann is in there. With the wraparound, McMann trying to shovel it in, and that's going to get a whistle, and we're going to get a stop. McMann, nice little effort there. Showing his tough stuff. I really hope you're having a nice weekend. Carl, thank you. I am for sure. Mark, how's it going? Were you surprised that the Leafs rejected Subban? Mark, to be honest, no, I'm not. I was going back and forth on Subban. He obviously was in the decline of his career, wasn't what he used to be. And I don't know what dollars and cents were being talked about and what it would have cost, but Toronto has an abundance of defense right now. And I don't think Subban really would have fit into that mix. So I think it's probably a good thing they didn't go out and offer him whatever it would have cost. $1 million, $2 million, 800,000, whatever it is. I don't think we need it. Seeing someone like Victor Mete or Jordie Benn, both who signed for $750,000, younger than Subban, faster than Subban. So we got lots of options at D. Thoughts on our goalies? And Mr. Marvel, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Let me tell you, thoughts on our goaltenders. When I first heard about Matt Murray, again, I was like, well, he won a couple cups. He used to be okay. Then he kind of fell off the wagon a little bit. I think he can do it, but they have to play him in a proper tandem with Samsonov. I like Samsonov as a solid backup, but Murray's not going to come in and play 80 games. No chance. You got to play him, a number of games, sit him out, put Samsonov in for a couple, then switch back and forth. Not 50-50, but maybe it's a 60-40, right? You got to play that tandem game. That's what's going to make or break the Toronto goaltending, in my opinion, of course. Shari, you're a Pittsburgh Penguins fan. Nice. Well, Pittsburgh keeping their veteran core together with Malkin and Crosby and Letang and all those guys. I'll be honest, I don't know if that was the right move for Pittsburgh. It's probably time they get a little younger. Little Doom, welcome in. TML, welcome in as well. Thanks, everyone, for being here. Abundance of bad defensemen, though. I don't know if they're necessarily bad defensemen. And they got lots of great defensemen, young guys working their way up. Like Villeneuve, who we see here today, and a couple in the earlier game. Our game is back on. Mark, the Leaf goalies, Matt Murray and Ilya Samsonov. Those are the two. That will be the regular season goalies. Of course, there's Shalagrin and Joseph Wall and others that they have in their camp. And here we got a penalty coming up to the Maple Leafs. Looks like a tripping call. So Max Ellis, he's going to get the sin bin. And we're going to see the Senators coming on their first power play of the game. Penguins preseason is tomorrow. Yes, they are. They need to sign Sandin. I agree. Sandin's going to be great for them. It's unfortunately that right now Jake Muzzin is day-to-day. He's injured yet again. And Liljegren is out for several weeks. We're not going to see him till October. I like Liljegren. Sandin, I think, ultimately will be the stronger defenseman. But he has the same agent as Nylander has. And we know what that agent did holding Nylander out. So we might not see Sandin for a little while if he plays the same type of game. Muzzin, same old story. That's right. Samsonov should start, but the Leafs should have paid Campbell. Let's talk about that at first intermission. Remind me. So here we go. We've got 3:50 left to go in the first period. Ottawa, minute 30 left to go in their power play. Here's Chabot, Thomas Chabot. One of the leaders here on the Senators team is going to move it up. Batherson's going to bring it in, kind of skip through to the couple Toronto players, bring it down deep into the corner. Coming through, they bank it off the boards. Toronto's going to chip it out. Here comes a break for Toronto. Toronto breaking in all alone. Coming in, forehand. putting the shot up, and it's gloved down by the Ottawa goaltender. Toronto led the NHL last season with 13 shorthanded goals. And a big part of that was Ilya Mikheyev, who's now moved over to the Canucks. Working it through. Here's Ottawa going cross ice, and that's intercepted by Toronto, knocked down. They can't get it out, however. Now they do. They're going to pick this up and chip it down. Under 3 to go here in the first frame. McMann, nice opportunity. Catching a break. Boy, is he quick. McMann is real quick. Boucher coming in. Bringing it down. Ottawa fighting their way into Toronto territory again. Under 30 to go in their power play. Shots, however, are 9-2 in favor of the Maple Leafs. Battling in the corner, Toronto's able to get it out and down the ice again. That's probably going to do it, or close to, for this power play. There's only 10 seconds left. Ottawa slowly bringing it up. They're going to have a chance to get one shot. And Toronto's going to force them around to the boards, keeping them at the perimeter, so that's going to do it. Power play has expired. Toronto's back to even strength. And here come the Leafs. Going to bring it in. Dumping it down. Big hit there in the corner. Ottawa's going to pick it up and move it up. Again, thank you everyone for joining us here today. As you're coming in, make sure to hit that like and subscribe. All the way down, the goaltender going to chip that into the corner. Again, these teams really, they just opened camp this week. This week started off with a golf tournament, then physicals and medicals. And then they had a couple practices, and here we are. As a Wings fan, you know all wanted Husso, big upgrade. The Wings have one of the best goalie tandems in the league. Listen, the Wings are going to be far superior this year. Some of the bodies they brought in, and with, of course, Raymond and Seider advancing and growing, the Wings are going to be scary this year. They're going to have a great opportunity to really better their record from last year. So I'm excited to see what the Wings can do. Wings and Buffalo Sabres are kind of the two teams that I have my eye on to see how they improve with the moves they made. Alex, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for joining us here today. So 1:35 to go. Shots are 9-2. No score on the board. Stick around, first intermission. We have some announcements to make. And, of course, we're going to talk about the Leafs and other teams as well. Talk about some of the roster moves and some of the players coming in. Rielly going to kick it around behind the Toronto goal. Brodie, long outless pass for Matthews. Hit him, but Matthews kind of let the puck roll off his stick. He's going to go down and chase it. Bunting in relief, but they can't get it. Here comes the Sens. Pinto going to lead the way. Kind of dropping it off there. Coming back around. Ottawa carrying it. Drops it off to the point.
Last minute of play in this period.
Samsonov kicking it ahead. Here they come. Quick shot, and that's going to be grabbed and held by the Senators goaltender. Nice play. Red Wings are going to be too deadly a team to play against. If the Wings can bring it all together, they will. They will. I have the sneaking suspicion that I think Buffalo's going to be one of the best teams in the East this year. That I'm kind of putting it out there. If some of their players that found their games last year can continue building upon what they had. Kerfoot's going to win the draw. Toronto brings it back. Rielly has it at the point now. 40 seconds to go in the first. Over to Kerfoot. Sending it around. Here's Robertson. Robertson putting it down around to Aube-Kubel. Aube-Kubel kicking around to Brodie. Brodie going to send it back around. Aube-Kubel has to spin around and try and get back there. He can't. Going to come to the side to Chuck. He tries to kick it out. He can't. Toronto keeping it in. Nice job. Here's Robertson. Robertson toe drag. Tries to take a shot, but it hits a skate. Here come the Sens. They're going to flip it high and down the ice. Trying to break through. It's a race. And he crashes into the goaltender. Missed Samsonov, but crashes into the post as Brodie takes down to Chuck. Streaming down the wing. Nice play there. Great play by Brodie. You know, that's one thing I'm looking to see this year. If they end up putting Brodie and Giordano together at all. They played great in Calgary as a duo. We didn't see them together at all last year. Will we get a chance to see them connect again here in this upcoming season? So we're waiting 9.4 seconds left. .4. This is going to do it. There's the drop. The puck is dropped. Puck is going to come out all the way down the ice. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. It's tick, 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 ticking away. And that's going to do it for the first period. It is going to be a draw. And they're going to go to a break. Ladies and gentlemen, let's switch over to our intermission screen. But first, take a look at this. Welcome to the first intermission, proudly brought to you by our good friend Cloud9 Getaways. That's right, you saw him in the chat earlier. Chris from Cloud9 Getaways, definitely here to help you with your travel needs. Should you need to book a vacation, a cruise to a destination, or you want to put a hockey package together and you want to do something spectacular, thoughts about maybe going to the Masters, Final Four NBA game, something crazy, or you just want to maybe chase some NHL teams around and check out some arenas, definitely reach out and connect with our good friends, Chris at Cloud9 Getaways. So thank you, Chris. Looking forward to working together. And if you have any questions, you see them in the chat, feel free to ask. Or check out their website, cloud9getaways.com, and you can reach out and connect. There he is. Welcome in. He's happy to answer your questions or connect through the web, and he'll be here to help you guys out and put your travel packages together and have a lot of fun. So, all right, first period, it's over. Now it's time for the conversation to begin. The question was asked. There were a number of questions in the chat. What do I think about Campbell? Don't forget about Campbell. Interested on your opinion. Okay, so here it is. Jack Campbell. I was really impressed. Oh, actually, let me bring a guest on with us. He's a good friend of the channel. He's sitting here, coming in. There he is. AAU Triton.
Hey,
welcome
everybody.
in. You see him in the chat. Jack Campbell. The Leafs had him last year. Gator Ghost. What's going on? Care. Hello. We talked a lot, Triton, last year about Jack Campbell. And Campbell was good. He unfortunately suffered a lot of injuries, but Campbell, had a good run with the Leafs. My issue with Campbell is this. He performed amazingly well the first half of the year. He went to the All-Star game. Something happened when he came back. He had a stinker. What happens with Campbell when he has a really bad game is it now becomes a mental game. And if he lost badly or just performed badly or even gave up a bad goal, that was the end of his night. He had a tough time getting through that and getting over it. Now, I don't blame him.
I mean, last year, a lot of the Leafs had that issue, but he had it, I think, the worst.
That's true. And part of it is we didn't have a backup goaltender. We had Peter Mrazek, who was terrible. And then we had Slaggert, who played well when he was there. But the problem is when you have that mental kind of breakdown and you need to compose yourself, the team has to have a goaltender that they can put in. Gator Ghost redeeming his own redeem.
Gator redeemed Gator.
There you go. So that's my problem with Campbell, is he just couldn't put it all together to have a good streak. He couldn't get out of those funks when he was in it. Now, Austin Matthews in the chat. What's going on? Oh, Awesome Matthews. What's going on, Awesome Matthews? So
Sam, I think you're jumping ahead there a little bit.
a little bit. If you watched the Amazon Prime series they did on the Toronto Maple Leafs from a couple years ago, fantastic series, absolutely fantastic series. But when they showed in the locker room after the Leafs lost that playoff series, a lot of players were upset. Campbell was absolutely crushed, and that speaks a lot. He's a passionate guy. He's all heart. He wants to do well. but we just didn't have him set up for success here in Toronto. So he's going to go to Edmonton now. Look at the team Edmonton has. They have a tremendous amount of talent. Of course, the Oilers are in trouble because their other goaltender failed a physical. Mike Smith failed his physical, so he's not going to be around for a while. So it's going to be interesting to see what they can do. It's going to be a process to see what he can do and how he can recover. He was top notch, and if you ever had the opportunity to meet him, whether it was on the street at a function, absolute class act. Sorry, go ahead, Triton.
I mean, I was just gonna say, it's like anything, you know. You could be the greatest there is out there, but if you don't have the proper backup or you know that you need to get the job done, I know when I fail at something, I take it very hard, whether it's my fault or not. You know.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Now, one of the other questions that came in the chat was, how do you feel about the logo patches that say milk? So for those who don't know, Toronto did this deal with the Farmers Union of Ontario, or the Dairy Farmers, group of Ontario, and they're wearing this milk, the whole Got Milk thing, and that's their sponsor patch. Just like on the helmets, they have TikTok on the helmet. It's all about dollars and cents. Now, the Edmonton Oilers rejected it. They said, hey, we're not putting anything on our jerseys. And that's okay. The Leafs took that opportunity, and with that, putting that milk sponsor there, does it bother me? Not overly. It's small enough and it's kind of high enough that it's out of the way. You don't really notice it when watching the game. You really only notice it when they're doing the interviews. And the way I think about it is any team that wears a jersey or equipment, which they all do. There's Morgan bringing Matthews onto the stream. It says Bauer, it says Nike, it says Adidas, it says, Tax.
I mean, that's just sports. Look at all the NASCARs that are sponsored,
Well, I think that's what, we don't want to see it get to that point. And like European hockey, they're covered in sponsorships. I don't think we want it to get there. But the one little logo, it doesn't bother me. Same with the logo on the helmet. It didn't really bother me. It's there, but You notice the 2% effort.
If it's like one logo, when they're on the ice, you can't even see that, really.
Exactly. Mark says Mrazek's going to be good in Chicago. So, Mark, let me tell you this. Here's my issue with Mrazek. I used to do a major hockey pool every year, and it was a keeper pool year to year. And I would always go out and get Mrazek because I knew Mrazek had it. Mrazek was going to be good. And Mrazek, unfortunately, stunk out every year. He drove me nuts. So when it came out that he was signed by the Maple Leafs, I went, oh no, not Mrazek. And I'm like, okay, he's a backup role. Maybe he'll play okay. But what happens? They put him in the first game, he gets injured. And then he's out for months. He comes back, gets injured again. Just couldn't get over the nagging groin injury, I think it was. So on draft day, when the trade came up at the podium, when Bettman announced, hey, we have a trade. Toronto trades Peter Mrazek to Chicago. I went, what? What? Really? Is this happening? And then I thought, hold up. There's no way Chicago, who's in a rebuilding phase of their own, is going to take Mrazek for next to nothing. We have to be retaining something. Of course, I'm all over the internet searching. Toronto's not retaining any Mrazek salary. To me, I don't care, if you stole the draft by picking a superstar, 10th, 11th, 12th overall. The fact Toronto got rid of Mrazek at the draft for nothing, that was the biggest win of the night, as far as I'm concerned. So that was very interesting to see how that all shook up. Now, I know there was a question earlier about goaltending of a certain team, and I believe, if I remember correctly, it was Buffalo. We're asking who are the goaltenders for Buffalo. Well, right now they have Craig Anderson under contract, and Eric Comrie are the two that they have under contract as their starting goaltenders. Listen, Buffalo's starting goaltenders are not going to be spectacular, but when we look at their defense, they took Ilya Lyubushkin. Now, a lot of us here are Leaf fans, right? We watched Ilya Lyubushkin play last year. This man was a beast. He was physical. He was defensive. I wish we had Lyubushkin back this year. Jordan, what's going on? No, unfortunately,
Well,
I don't have a link
some of us
that I
are
can share.
newly formed Leaf fans.
That's right, newly formed Leaf fans. When you look who else they have, Jacob Bryson, played amazing. Rasmus Dahlin, we saw what he could do against Toronto. Absolutely solid defense. And of course, they have this kid, Owen Power. The question for Buffalo is going to be, is Owen Power going to crack the lineup this year? Because, man, he's supposed to be really, really good. But for me, what it was and what is outstanding for Buffalo is Dylan Cousins coming into his own. Tage Thompson exploding last year, earning himself a big-time contract. Tage Thompson looks spectacular. And, of course, Victor Olofsson, Alex Tuck, Kyle Opozo, Jeff Skinner, all finding their games again. So it's going to be exciting to see what Buffalo can do. Jacob, what's going on?
You notice we're missing someone. I don't think she had the guts to come on the stream, because I think secretly, because I'm a Leafs fan this year, that she's secretly changing her team.
Well, we're gonna save the trash talking for the second intermission. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. You've been a fan since Gilmore. Yeah, and you know what? How good were those days? I mean, when we go back then, even, look at 92, 93, when you have those guys with Tucker and that whole frame mind, Cujo in net, Gilmore, you had Sundin in there as well. Those were the years, right? Those were the
There was an actual
years.
player with the name Gilmore, because when I hear Gilmore, all I think of is Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore. Yeah, so there is. Yeah, Doug Gilmore. It's funny. He was only a Maple Leaf for a couple of seasons, but he is one of the most beloved Maple Leafs of all time. You Ty Domi. Who doesn't forget Domi when he's in the penalty box in Philadelphia and the fan is shaking the glass and falls in there, right? Such good memories. Not a Leafs fan, but always liked Potvin. Yeah, Felix Potvin, the cat. He was spectacular. The things he could do. And Carl, I was just, you took the words out of my mouth. You even go back a little bit and you got the Wendell Clark era. When Clark was there, man, he did it. He was amazing. Palmetier. There have been so many spectacular players that have come through the Leafs organization. And one of the things we're going to do when the season really gets going is we're going to sit there. We did this a little bit last year. We're going to look at some of the stats from the all-time Maple Leafs list and see where certain people fell. Yeah. Oh my God.
Now, do you think
Robertson.
Matthews is going to make that? Do you think Matthews is going to eventually make that list?
Oh, Matthews is already climbing that list and fast. The way this kid is scoring goals, he is climbing that list of all-time Leaf goal scoring real fast. Yeah, 6 seasons, TML, 6 seasons. That's it. And you would think he played his whole career here. How people love him so much. Will the Wings have a good year this year with the new coach? And is Steve actually doing good? Yes. So the Detroit Red Wings, we were talking about them a little while ago. The Detroit Red Wings are going to have a spectacular year. And some of the things they have done this offseason. Listen, Steve Yzerman, he did it going to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay just almost won 3 Stanley Cups. He's coming into Detroit, and he's made some moves right away. Bringing in Andrew Cobb. Now, Andrew Cobb, he's going to be out for a little bit. He had to have some surgery, but he's going to be out. But he's going to be a huge addition to Detroit. Seeing what Tyler Bertuzzi did last year, finding his game and really getting going. David Perron, what a huge signing. Brings some physicality and some leadership to that team. Sundqvist, Dominic Kubulik, what a steal for Detroit. Taking him away. Chicago didn't re-sign him. Detroit brings him in. This is a kid who can be a natural goal scorer. And of course, Lucas Raymond, we saw what he could do in his rookie season. He was up for Rookie of the Year. And on the defensive side for the Wings, Big Ben Sherratt. I was mad that Toronto didn't go get Ben Sherratt at the free agent deadline or the trade deadline. But Florida did, and he was great for Florida. And now he's going to come over to Detroit. And of course, you got Sider there as well. So it's going to be very interesting to see what Detroit can do.
So, Sam, what is
ahead,
the
Trey.
average number of years of a typical hockey career?
Oh, that is a very good question. So you can probably play, it depends on how good you are. You can play into your 30s. Exceptional players will play into their late 30s. And then you have
So
Jaromir
that leaves
Jagr,
you
who'll
and me
play until
out.
he's about 95.
So that leaves you and me out.
Oh yeah, we're long out. The only hockey I can be playing now is mini sticks in the basement, and that's even if I can bend down that far. Uh, let's be real. St. Louis. What do I think about the Blues? You know, the Blues are an interesting team, and this is why. They don't get a tremendous amount of coverage up here, so you really got to kind of dig to see what the Blues can do. And the Blues do things very quietly. You know, when we were looking at playoff brackets last year and how things are going to align, we're like, oh, all of a sudden, here's the Blues. Where did they come from? But I like their team. I really like Ryan O'Reilly. Tarasenko is one of the most underrated players in the NHL. He definitely does not get the respect that he deserves. Both players are $7.5 million players, and both their contracts expire this year. So what happens when a player's contract is going to expire? They play like gangbusters to try and get a huge new deal. So expect both those guys to have big years. Braden Shen is been amazing, looking good. Brendan Saad coming. You know, I like Saad a lot. He comes in. Jordan Kyrou, man, Kyrou exploded last year and looked fantastic. So excited to see what Kyrou can do. Of course, same with Robert Thomas. Ivan Barbashev. I had big hopes for Barbashev. I haven't seen it yet, but we'll see. So what do I think about St. Louis? St. Louis is going to get it done, but they're going to get it done quietly. You're not going to hear a lot about them. They will definitely end up in the playoffs unless something drastic happens in regards to injury. But I think they're going to be a good team to watch. If you're in the St. Louis area, which, Chris, I know you are, they're going to be good. They're just going to do things quietly. Blues fans, as Wings fans, have fun with grease trash. Oh gosh, that's the one thing. If you talk to anybody who's followed Thomas Grease's career, it's been very hit or miss. More misses than hits. So depending on what you get out of Grease, but you have Binnington. Now Binnington's not going to play 82 games. He's going to play most of them. And Grease needs to perform when he comes in to back you up. Yeah, I agree. He's not going to be signed, but man, I'll take him. I'll take Tarasenko any day of the year. He is so good. Will Larkin's neck be 100%? I think he'll be okay. Listen, Larkin's a tough cookie. I think he'll be all right to start. Onyx, what's going on, Sam? I have a joke for you. Why are the Leafs blue? Because they've been choking for 60 years. Onyx, you come in and you're dropping that. But that's funny. I like that one. That's a good one. Sorry, go ahead, Triton. What were you going to say?
I was saying that Dallas Hockey Boy looks like he had a question for you.
Oh, let me scroll back. I may have missed it. The game's getting ready to come in. What do you think about the Rangers this year? Well, the Rangers, I think we're going to have to pause on that one and continue that in the next period because the game is just about to come back on. So with that, I will say, Triton, thank you for coming and hanging out for this intermission. We appreciate it, and we'll see you for the next one.
All right, have a great time, everybody.
All right, and again, first intermission. This chat brought to you by Cloud9 Getaways. For all your travel needs, reach out to Chris at Cloud9 Getaways and check out their website at cloud9getaways.com. All right, they're getting ready to drop this puck and get the game back going. We're just going to flip this over and switch over to the game screen. It is time to see if we can continue this pace of play. Who's going to strike first? Let me know in the chat. Is it going to be Toronto or is it going to be Ottawa? Who is going to get the first goal of this hockey game? Can Bertuzzi cross now? So TML, I think they've restricted the border requirements, and he should be able to cross now. I don't think being vaccinated is a restriction, or at least that's what's going to be announced shortly. Can't believe, yes, hockey season went by super fast. It looks like a Senator took a nasty bump in the corner. He's very slow to go off. Ottawa to wake up Toronto. Yeah, Matthews, Dallas is calling out Matthews to get the first goal of this game. Hockey Boy is going Ottawa.
Let's go!
Robin, thank you for the subscription. Thank you, everybody who has been coming in and subscribing. We appreciate it so much, helping our channel grow. We're going to look to do something real special to hit that 3,000 subscriber milestone, so you'll want to be a part of that. All right. Toronto working it down low, Bunting in there. Gets it over to Matthews, puts it across, they shoot, they score! Everybody who picked Toronto to score first, you are an official winner. It was Josh Norris that limped off the ice after taking a big hit. Toronto's able to turn it around, and it looks like Jarnkrok is going to get the first goal of this game. Welcome to Toronto. What a beautiful shot. Picks the top corner, knocking the cookies out of the cookie jar. Matthews with a nice little touch pass. And Jarnkrok absolutely fires that one home. Make no mistake, that is a goal scorer's goal right there. So a minute into this game, Toronto jumps up to a 1-0 lead, and they're pressing for more. Here's the Leafs, bringing it down deep. Looks like Matthews and Bunting both going to get assists on that first goal. Spezza scored. That's funny. I miss Spezza. Spezza was awesome. Great leader in the locker room. All the way down and around behind the net. Ottawa has the puck now. They're going to set it up and get a move on. Here come the Sens. They're going to dump this down deep. Not enough for icing. They were able to get it over. Mete is going to bring that around and starting to pass it up. Here comes Toronto. Toronto bringing it down. Looking at the out-of-town scoreboard, Boston and Philadelphia, they're tied 0-0 after the first. Shot coming in, grabbed on net as a couple players crash into the Toronto goaltender. Toronto doesn't like that, so there's a little bit of face washing. Norris led Ottawa with a whole bunch of goals last year. So he took a little bit of an awkward bump into the corner. Not malicious by any means. So we'll see how he can come back and get into this hockey game. Heard a rumor Rielly was seen in Toronto, maybe coming out of retirement. No way. Should I repurpose my Loophole jersey? Oh, Calm Plains, what's going on? Welcome in. And yes, the Joffrey Loophole jersey. Here's Ottawa, one shot, two shots. And a couple nice saves there by Samsonov. Shutting the door. He hasn't been tested too hard so far, but when he has been standing up well. He's a big boy. Samsonov. I think Samsonov stands at 6'3". The other goalie, Keith Petruzzelli, stands at 6'6". Some big, big bodies. Ordered food. All right, Jacob, have a good dinner. So in the neutral zone, Toronto battling for it. They bring it free. Here they come again. Rielly from his knees, stick handling it in, gets it down deep. Kerfoot leaves it there. Robertson trying to battle for it. It's going to come into the corner. Again, Toronto doing a nice job using their body. All right, Mark. Let's see if your prediction holds true. Robertson was going in, trying to get the puck over to him. He couldn't. Kerfoot giving chase. He gets tripped up. Passes it across. Here comes the Sens. Working it down. That is Batherson. Bring it in behind the net. Toronto's going to pick it up. Benn trying to chip it away. Oh, Benn with a cross-check to the face of the Ottawa player. Ouch, that hurts. Josh Norris, a couple rough shifts. Sending it around to Chuck, can't keep it in. Now they pick it up in the neutral zone. Tried to get it to Chuck and failed. Toronto's going to pick it up and dump it in. The chase is on. I think Vasilevsky is too big to be a goalie. His butterfly covers post to post. He is a big boy. But we saw in the playoff series against Toronto, he is average. Like, he is human. Not average, just human. And even against Colorado, he was good, but he wasn't spectacular. He has a very good defensive team playing in front of him. Is Slaggert still with the Leafs? Yes, we saw him play in the early game today. Slaggert was in there, and he looked good. Very impressive. Working through, digging deep. Toronto playing well. They're controlling the pace of play. It's going to come back into Toronto zone, spinning around at the blue line, trying to move it up. Here comes the Leafs. Getting it over to Matthews. Matthews chipping it to Bunting. Bunting was being held onto. Couldn't quite get a shot off. Tyler Mete holding up Bunting. And here comes Ottawa. Ottawa getting around the corner, breaking in. Quick shot, rebound. Nice save there. Villeneuve a little slow on the step as Joseph cut the corner and came around. William Villeneuve just couldn't keep up to him. So a nice play there by Ottawa. Got a chance for a scoring attempt. Ordered some pizza, wings, and Mountain Dew and jerky. Nice, Jacob. I could totally go for some wings. I think we were talking about that early. That's right. Just an opportunity. Nice. Feel like a wing, maybe some pizza. Nick Robertson is playing tonight, yes. Here come the Leafs. With the puck, they're going to bounce it off the boards and in. Robertson's playing with Kerfoot and Aube-Kubel. Joseph had 12 points in 11 games with Ottawa last season. Kindershot up here in my region. It's on Sportsnet Ontario. Toronto bring it in. Here they come in the high slot, taking a shot. Can't get through. They bring it back to the point. Here's a wrister. That gets deflected up and over the glass. And with that, we should give our warning.
Please remember that when play is in progress, pucks will leave the ice surface at a high rate of speed. To help avoid injury, please stay alert at all times.
Thank you, voice person. So if you're watching at home, make sure you're paying attention because those pucks can come flying very quickly. Real Deal Prime, what's going on? Buffalo with the best prospects in the NHL. Buffalo's looking good. Listen, I've been a huge Tage Thompson fan, and I'm excited that he found his game last year, and I can't wait to see when Toronto plays Buffalo. Triton's throwing some pies. Here, I should move that over. Let's put that right about here. Here comes Toronto racing for the puck, breaking in, looking for help. Clifford trying to pass it across, center it in the slot, can't do it. In comes SDA, and he has the puck stolen. For those wondering, I call SDA Der-Arguchintsev because I can never pronounce his name the same twice. Yeah, you don't want to get hit through your TV. That's right. Ottawa broken up play there by Kerfoot. Kerfoot's looking great so far in this game. Here's Kerfoot coming all the way down. Boy, he's fast. Going to send it down around behind the Ottawa goal. Trying to come up. Back to the point. Kubel can't keep it in. Here comes Ottawa. 2-on-2. Now Villeneuve flying to get back. Takes out the play. Crashes hard into the boards. Villeneuve makes a great play to take out Savarin and takes himself out as well. He was slow foot to get back in the last play, but he made up for it there, showing he can really skate, putting the effort in. Here comes Toronto again, working down low. Again, thank you so much for joining us here tonight, for everyone hitting that like and subscribe. There's a whistle, and of course, in Tkachuk fashion, takes a shot after the whistle. Matthews goes over, has a word, and both Matthews and Tkachuk with smiles on their face. Yeah, Real Deal. We talked about it a little bit at intermission. They're going to be a little better in goaltending this year. It's going to be an interesting situation, but it totally depends on how they play it. What I was saying is if they play them closer to a tandem 60-40 split, that's going to be the best solution for Toronto. Now, if you're just finding our channel and this is your first time here, let me tell you, just by being here and hanging out in the chat, you are earning points. If you type !points in the chat, it's going to tell you how many points you have. Then you'll see throughout the night it being dropped in a bunch of commands that say !redeem something. If you put in that command, you can use your points to bring graphics up onto the screen. Or you can hang on to your graphics, my gosh. You can hold on to your points and continue to climb upon our leaderboard. Now, we do have channel memberships available starting as low as $2.99. Channel members get exclusive access to in-chat emojis to use. As well, channel members get exclusive access to our gambling game, where you can actually gamble your points in the chat and try and earn more points at a faster pace. And so that's kind of how some of the mini games we work. And you just saw our good friend redeemed a freeze. Thank you, Triton. So what that means is I actually have to freeze. All right, I'm unfrozen. So you can redeem freeze and make me have to freeze. You can redeem cheer, which means I have to actually cheer for the other team. You can cheer wave, and we'll actually start a virtual wave, which we're going to do later in the game anyways. So there's all kinds of fun redeems that you could bring up. Avoiding injury is key to goaltending. Compines, yes, it 100% is correct. Last year, we suffered tremendous amount of injuries in the goaltending position. This year, they need to keep their goaltenders healthy. Just putting this out there. Argos lead the Red Blacks 8-6. All right, thank you, Jake. I'm a big CFL guy. I spent some time in the Argos front office many years ago, so I appreciate the CFL score updates. Coming in front, Ottawa with a chance. That's going to roll in on net and held by the Toronto goaltender Samsonov. Ottawa coming closer and closer, making some great plays, getting through. We're 4 subscribers away from 2770, working our way up to 2800, which is absolutely incredible. Thank you guys and gals so very much. Samsonov is looking very good. Yes, Blair, I am excited. I have my pre-order in. I cannot wait for Gotham Knights. It's going to be so much fun. So Ottawa's going to clear this out. Here they come, trying to get in. They lose the puck. Toronto back to pick it up. Oh, that's going to be the big question. That is going to be the big question. Matthews gets it back to the point, thrown in. It's there for the rebound. The sticks are all tied up, and Ottawa is going to be the team that comes away with the puck. Bringing it up through the neutral zone. In down deep. Here comes Ottawa cutting across. Big shot there, and that's kicked aside. Reinhart, nice little play to get in on net. Samsonov is big again. The goaltending is as good as the defense will allow. That is true. That is true. Defense, you need to have a solid defense. You can't leave your goalie out to dry. Giving up 50 shots, even 40-plus shots a night is not going to be healthy for your goaltender. Gummy, welcome in. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Quick shot's going to come in. That's going to go wide. And we got a whistle. Brainwashed, and we get him back in the end. Well, Blair, that would be an interesting theory. But all I know is all of those games have been spectacular, so I really look forward to it. Would like to sleep? Welcome back in. Thanks for coming. Appreciate having you here. So Reinhart was 181st overall pick in 2020. Finally getting his opportunity to crack the team here with Ottawa. That's one thing people don't realize is when you get drafted in some of the later rounds, it may take you a couple of years, a couple of camps to actually prove yourself and grow and cut into one of these teams. Ottawa digging in. Toronto's doing a good job of holding it against the boards. Kokkonen holding it there. Toronto finally is going to come away with it. They're going to miss the pass. It's going to come all the way down into Ottawa territory. Ottawa with a long pass. They're going to throw it up, trying to catch. Coming around through. It was Sabjorn. He has it again. Turns it over. Here comes the Leafs. The Leafs bring it in. Dropping it in. Clifford, he's going to take the shot. It's deflected right on net. And a nice grab. Well, in the comics, everyone thought he was dead. That's true. But isn't that like superhero, just the way it goes for any comic books? If you kill off a main character, you know he's going to come back eventually. I mean, heck, they killed off Superman at one point. Remember when they had those issues in the sleeves? It was like a black bag and a white bag. I like Quick, but I think he's washed. Yeah, sir, I agree with you there. I was a big Jonathan Quick fan. I think his moment has come and gone. So I don't think he's going to be the superstar he once was. But he was great. He was great in his prime. So we're going to see Matt Murray on Wednesday. Wednesday is when Matt Murray is going to get his first opportunity to get into a game. Toronto brings it in back to the point. Quick shot. That's going to be tipped just wide. Can they hold the line? No, they can't. It comes out. Victor Mete is going to have to play that back over. He's kind of playing with Jordy Benn. Goes into Ottawa's zone. Nick Robertson in on the forecheck, pushing hard. Tips it free, gets it over to Kerfoot. Kerfoot tried to return the favor. Couldn't do that. Here comes Ottawa. Little too far. Jordy Benn's going to play it up. Robertson, he's going to dump it in deep. Kerfoot really moving. Coming around. Kerfoot has been all over the ice tonight. He is really, really skating well. What a pick by Robertson. Almost stripped the puck away. Like what I see on the forecheck effort by Nick Robertson. Him and Kerfoot look really good together. So much speed on that line. This is going to come all the way around. TJ Brodie going to pick up the puck for Toronto. Kind of gets hit from behind from Matheson. Here comes Toronto. Matthews breaking into the net. Comes across. Here's the pass to Bunting. Bunting got kind of knuckled up there. Just missed the net on that shot. Gets the puck over to Matthews. Matthews over to Bunting. Bunting cross ice. Feeds it. Comes back to Rielly. Rielly to Matthews. Matthews going to just shoot it in from the point. Hits the skate and goes up into the glass and out of play. Either way, I'm pumped. Looking forward. I don't care. Blair, hey, I don't care at my age either. I'm a big gamer. I love those games. Actually, a bunch of us. If you like The Sims, if you're here and you enjoyed playing The Sims video games, there's a new game that's out called Disney Dreamlight Valley. It's kind of like The Sims meets, a game with challenges. It's so much fun. If you're a Disney fan, it is a must-have. I know there's a bunch of us that have picked it up and have been playing it, and it's so addictive, but yet so much fun. Robertson, Tavares, Kerfoot. That would be quite the interesting line there. I'm really impressed with Robertson so far. He, of course, hasn't got on the scoreboard, hasn't really done much, but man, is he flying. He is so good at really moving around, moving the puck. I'm impressed with him, and that's great. So the goal scored today for Toronto is Calle Jarnkrok. Jarnkrok, Matthews getting the assist on that. Good for him, because, man, coming into Toronto, he wants to make an impression early, and certainly he is showing that he's got some skills. Colleen, I heard Gaudette can really fly. Maybe Kerfoot, Robertson, Gaudette. Yeah, so watching in the first game, Gaudette is a great skater. Looked really good. In the first game, he played with Marner and, who was it? I forget. It was 3 hours ago. But he looked good. He really could move, and I would be okay with that. I would be okay putting him in on any line. Let's hope Matt Murray plays very well next Wednesday. Yeah, absolutely. Do we still got Mitch? Mitchie's still here? Yep, 100%. So they're just coming back from commercial break. So far, shots are 14-10 are the registered shots. Toronto leading the way. Block shots, actually, Ottawa's dominating in the block shot category. They got 9 to Toronto's 3. Ottawa really throwing their body in front of those shots. Face-offs are just about dead equal. 12 for Ottawa, 11 for the Maple Leafs. Gummy, thank you very much. My day has been fantastic. I hope your day has been as well. They shoot, they score out of the blue. Guess who got that goal? New to your Toronto Maple Leafs, number 19, his second goal of the game, Jarnkrok. Unbelievable. Matthews digging it in. Bunting gets it over to Jarnkrok, and he absolutely buries it. Man, what chemistry this line is putting together. Absolutely incredible. Matthews and Jarnkrok, this could get real interesting for line combinations, because the chemistry here looks spectacular. Now, we were used to seeing Matthews, Marner, and Bunting all of last year, and this is going to be an icing call against Toronto. So I know it doesn't mean anything because it's only one game, but when you see some of this chemistry, it's hard to deny it. Jarnkrok has had 10-plus goals in 7 straight seasons. He's got 2 here tonight. So Marner played in the earlier game today. So Jarnkrok gets the goal from Bunting and Brodie. So I think one of those assists, I think it might get changed to Matthews because I thought Matthews got in there. But Jarnkrok gets 2 goals. Bunting gets a point. The question will be, do they pair Jarnkrok with Matthews and Marner and move Bunting down, or do they put Jarnkrok on that second line? It's going to be interesting to see what the official line combinations will end up being. But what a goal. That's right. We got Engvall is out with injury, and he's going to be coming back at some point too. So the lineups are going to get real interesting. The new 19 jersey by Loophole. It's been real. Yeah, I think it's time to lose the loophole. Hashtag lose the loophole. Let's hope Toronto Blue Jays win tonight. Yeah, Jays could use another win. Jays having a great playoff run. Joel, Bunting, Matthews, Jarnkrok, Willie, JT, Marner. Yeah, Joel, I'm okay with that as well. I mean, those are 2 pretty good lineups to go against any team. How do you feel if the Leafs Leafs did a reverse retro jersey of the Patriots Day uniforms they wore long ago, the red lettering? I'd have to think about that. TD Argos. Nice. Argos taking lead. Are the Argos still leading the East? I know they were at one point. Clifford has it down low in Ottawa territory. 7 minutes to go here in the second period. 7 minutes to go. Toronto crushing the offensive zone possession time. Almost 9 minutes to just under 5 minutes for Ottawa. Here's Ottawa trying to work it out of their own end. They're going to flip it up. Here's Ottawa giving chase. Trying to get in and get through. Working it low. Crookshank for Ottawa was trying to dig it out. He couldn't. Here's Kerfoot who's going to pick up that puck. Kerfoot going to flick this up and down the ice. Larson giving chase. Comes around. Mete at the point. He's going to play it down deep. Kerfoot coming out of the corner. Spinning around. Going back in front. Robertson cross-check City in front of the net. Robertson and who was that on Ottawa? We're just mixing it up. Bernard Docker. They were just going cross-check, cross-check, cross-check. Stolen there by Toronto. Nice play. We got a penalty called. Kerfoot's going to get a holding the stick call. That was a great play by Robertson to lift the stick and steal the puck. But Kerfoot, behind the play, gets a holding the stick penalty. So that's going to put Ottawa on the power play as they come back. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just take a moment and thank all of our channel members. Thank you, all of our channel members, for everything you do. We appreciate it so much for you investing in us. We try to bring the best quality streams that we can and reinvest everything right back into the channel. So if you'd be interested in joining our membership, hit the join button located right next to subscribe if you're watching on a computer. Or if you're on a phone or tablet, just find the link in the chat and you can click that. It'll take you to the page where you can get all the information. So Toronto bringing it down. Sid, I hope you subscribed.
Let's go.
Joel coming in. Thank you, Joel, very, very much. I appreciate that. We are absolutely growing, and it's because of each and every one helping us do it. Now, we appreciate the subscribes. We appreciate the likes. If you want to go the extra mile and continue to help us, hit that share button as well. Share out the stream link on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Discord, whatever you have. It helps spread the word about us and helps people find us. We are a new channel. We just started this last season. We started it, from the opening day last year, but it wasn't until the Heritage Classic game till we just exploded and then had a great time through the playoffs.
Let's go!
Kevin, thank you very much. Coming in with the subscription, getting the goal light. Here comes the Sens, working their way down. And Joel, with that last subscription, has taken over our stream lead. Where is it? Oh, I got to point this way. There you go. Our stream leadership box over here has a health, and every subscribe, every donation takes that health lower and lower, and eventually the last person to defeat the stream lead gets their name up on the board. You sound like you'd be a great play-by-play guy. Well, thank you, Joel. I appreciate that. I try my best. I love hockey. I have a passion for hockey and just happen to be a Leafs fan. Coming back to the point. Here's Ottawa passing it across top of the circle, taking a look. Back to the point for the one-timer, and that's going to be deflected just wide. Into the corner. Throwing it across. Face-off dot. Big shot as Samsonov comes across and out to challenge Chartier on that huge shot. Wow. Road Warriors, what's going on? Ooh, what a rush. Love the Road Warriors. So they're going to go to another commercial break. We're going to have some fun at second intermission. We might have a guest or two appear. And our second intermission is all about shenanigans. We talk hockey, we talk food, we talk movies, we talk music, we talk
Let's go!
Everything. Scott coming in with the subscribe. Thank you very much, Scott. Appreciate that. Oh man, you guys are coming faster than my fingers can tap the buttons here. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. I can't believe it. We're almost at 2780. Unreal. 5 away from 2780. And look at that. We even passed 60 likes, and I didn't even realize I owe you guys a celebration. What we do every 30 likes is have some fun, and here it is. When we hit 60 likes, it's time to feel the 70s and go a little disco to celebrate. So we're going to start it with the Staying Alive. Staying Alive. And then what do? After Staying Alive, we chop the salad. Don't know why this is a dance move, but it is. Then we ride the wave. Ride the wave. Where? To Grease Lightning. Grease Lightning. Oh, yeah. We're going to finish it with a Pulp Fiction. There we go. Celebrating 60 likes. Oh, thank you guys so very much. AAU Triton, sir, coming through with the donation. Thank you, sir. Taking over the stream lead, reclaiming his spot on the big board. Thank you very much, Triton. Most appreciated. Sir Psycho says, no, just stop. I can't help it. I can't help it. It's the way it works. As the likes come in, we have to party. Now, what we do, though, is it's every 30, 60, but then we skip ahead to 100. We go 40 to 100 because at 40, we do the dad dance. And if you don't know what the dad dance is, you will. Because if you're a dad or you had a dad and you were at a party and you were on the dance floor or he was on the dance floor and you were like, oh God, Dad, please stop. That's what we do. So keep hitting those likes. We're going to keep having fun all night long and all season long. Blair, what's going on? What's up? Callie been looking great as a Leaf fan. Yes, indeed. He certainly has. I was very pleased when I heard that they brought him on board, and he's just reinforcing all of my thoughts when I first heard it. It's the world famous dad dance. That's right, Triton. Here it is. SDA is going to dig it out from behind the net and send it up. Of course, a lot of Leaf fans curious who are going to be the first prospects that are sent down to the Marlies. Oh, heavy collision in the corner there. Battling through it. Here comes Ottawa coming away with the puck. Ottawa starting to move it up. Here come the Senators. Really haven't had much. Quick shot off the shoulder. 3.5 minutes to go here in the second period. Shots are 15-12, and the Leafs just absolutely dominating the play. Incredible. 3 away. 3 subscribers away from 2780. Thank you guys so much. You are absolutely incredible. Should we bring the goons back? You know what? I think it's important to have a goon, but they have to be able to play hockey. I don't think you need the goons like we used to have back in the day that were only there for fighting. Like the Zach Ronaldos, those type, we don't need those anymore. We need the guys that can play. Almost like the Milan Lucic's back in the day, where he could drop the gloves, he could fight, he could do it all. Of course, he's another one whose career has gone downhill quick. Here comes Robertson bringing it in, toe dragging, trying to get around the defender. He's tripped up, got the shot off, but it wasn't a quality opportunity. He had to chuck all over him. Blair, thank you very much for subscribing. Appreciate that. And nice to meet all of our new friends here tonight. Let's try and get the Leafs fired up for the last couple minutes here. That's right, Morgan. Firing up Matthews. Matthews wants noise like Dave Winfield back in the day. Toronto has it down deep in Ottawa territory, sending it out. An opportunity there for the Jarnkrok hat trick, and he just couldn't complete it. Wouldn't that be something if Jarnkrok can get a hat trick here? Quick shot, that's going to be tipped down. In the corner, battling through. Here comes Ottawa, picking up, sending it around. Ottawa desperately trying to get it out of their own zone. They just can't do it. There's Triton. Triton throwing pies in my face. Boucher, big shot there. And a great save by the Toronto goaltender. Samsonov coming up strong. And there's the rough stuff we were talking about. Michael Bunting, his helmet is off. He was kind of throwing them there with Reinhardt. Cole Reinhardt and Michael Bunting going at it. The refs are going to stop that right away. Unbelievable. Matthews getting it out to Bunting, putting it in front, and man, coming so close to that hat trick. Just couldn't pull the trigger. Great save. Ottawa getting a little too close to Samsonov on a lot of these plays. This is so exciting. What a great game this has been. There it is, Morgan dropping the Go Leafs Go in the chat. Now I totally understand. It should be blue. There you go, Chris. That's right. Yeah, where's Dave? we need some color changes. Sean, what's going on? Welcome in. Coming in, big shot, stolen. Here comes Toronto, breaking free. Here he comes. It's a partial break, takes the shot. Oh, and it goes just over the net. AAU Triton is redeeming a wave, so we're going to start the wave. We're going to get the wave going. So just like Morgan put the hands up, get your hands up ready, and we're going to count it down with 1:30 to go here in the second. 3, 2, 1, virtual wave. Let's get the virtual wave going. We want to see all the hands up going round and round. Hey! One of the best parts in hockey, watching that wave go round and round. Here's Ottawa. They have the puck. Leafs versus Habs. That's right, Blair. We're going to have that game October 12th. And then October 13th versus the Washington Caps. Here's Ottawa coming in the slot. Shot. That's going to go just wide. Another shot and another save. Hey, keep the wave going. There it is. Psycho's getting in on the wave. Side of the net, Ottawa banging away. And again, it's going to be blown down. So what's exactly was the call? The puck was not covered. But they're getting closer and closer. Mike, nice. Be nice to see Matthews warming up his snipey. That's for sure. Also, there was a high stick. Joseph got the stick up in the face of the Leaf player. So I think, was that the call? Yes, indeedy. Joseph is going to go to the box, put the Leafs on the power play. 44 seconds remaining here in the second. What a great, great start to hockey season. The Leafs taking game one, 4-1. They're up 2-0 here. So it's going to be a double minor for high sticking to Joseph. I guess he drew some blood. So it's going to be a 4-minute power play for the Maple Leafs. They're going to have about just over 3 in a bit in the third period when that gets going. 30 seconds to go here in the second period. Toronto going to play it back. Here comes Austin Matthews. AM34 going to bring it in, but he hits a skate and it pops out of the zone. Toronto holding it. They got to turn it around. 15 seconds to go here in the second period. Here comes Aube-Kubel, going to lead it in. Tried to get it over to Rielly. That's knocked down. Matthews, nice little sidestep. Gets it over. 5 seconds left to go. That's going to come the length of the ice. Samsonov is going to grab it, stop it, play it away. And that's going to do it as Jarnkrok has put the Maple Leafs out to a 2-0 lead. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our second period intermission. And let's welcome in, if I can find the button this time, our good friend, Dallas Hockey Girl. Dallas, what's going on? Welcome to the show.
Go Hockey, go.
Go Hockey, go. That's right. What a crazy game this has been. Very different than the game this afternoon.
I mean, everybody seems to be running slow the first period and then revs it up in the second. That's the way it's rolling.
Yeah, it's been going really, really well. Blair says, Sam, I think Sid the Kid will win another cup this year. I don't know about that.
Oh, Bear Shark's gonna beat you up for that.
Here is
Let's go.
The other one. Hey, Sam, thank you for the subscription because we're 1 subscriber away from 2780. That is incredible. Let's
Everybody
welcome
go tell
in.
2 friends.
Whoops, I clicked the wrong button. Sorry, Dallas. There he is. AAU Triton. Welcome back in, sir.
Woo-hoo.
Oh, we can't hear you now, so you're muted.
You could have left that other button off.
That's right. So, ladies and
Why
gentlemen,
not?
because we have lots of friends with us today, Dallas and AAU Triton, this is our second period, our second intermission show. It started with trash talking with Triton. It moved to dishing it out with Dallas, and now it's come together to just be a whole lot of shenanigans.
Let's go.
So we talk a whole lot.
Shenanigans
Frank,
show.
thank you so much. Frank coming in
Thanks
with that
all of you
subscribe.
subscribers. Woo-hoo.
So they're just crushing it tonight. So
Yeah,
what a
they
game.
are.
Just absolutely incredible. Callie Jarnkrok. I don't know what else to say about this guy. He has just been spectacular. Are you
Yes,
impressed,
Mike.
Dallas?
I found a long lost relative in chat today. I don't know how. But
You found a long lost relative?
I did.
Yeah, but you guys don't seem to agree on everything.
I don't know. We've never met, so I don't know.
I mean, I personally like it because he was trying to defend me, you know. Yeah,
Of
so
course
he
he would.
obviously has good taste in character.
That's right there. Mike says that's how Triton looks.
Yeah, this young kid, I think we're going to see good things from him, but it is only the first game, so don't count your pucks before they hatch.
Well, that's just it, right? We're talking preseason. Things are going to change so much over the next week or so. It's going to be absolutely crazy.
But it's a great start for him.
It is. And when we talk about
Good start.
Jarnkrok, here's somebody who played most of his career with the Nashville Predators. Did okay in Nashville. You know, never really a 20-goal scorer. Always in the teens. Now, in fairness, Nashville back then was Nashville, and they were not a powerhouse by any means. All due respect.
We don't talk about Nashville anyway. They're all
that's right.
clockwares.
He got picked up in the entry draft, moved over to Seattle to play with the Kraken, who I'm so excited to see the Kraken this year. He then moved over to Calgary, played with Calgary, and now we find him over in Toronto. So he's moved around over the last couple of years, but I'm excited. This is now going to be his home because regardless if he plays with Matthews and Marner or Tavares, Kerfoot, wherever he fits in, the 1, 2, or even the third line, it's going to be really promising for him. Really promising.
Yeah. You know what I was going to say to you is, and unfortunately, right before the intermission, what happened, there really hasn't seemed to be too many penalties tonight.
There hasn't. They've been doing a pretty good job of staying out of the box. Sir Psycho Triton wants you to run for president. I will support that. That nomination.
Thank you, Psycho.
Oh, the Blue Jays Blue Jays scored 3-0 for the
Nice.
Blue Jays. Finally,
that's going to be huge.
It's been a 0-0 game for the whole afternoon.
Yeah,
it's like the 6th or 7th inning. Last time I looked.
And that's going to be so key because the Blue Jays are in the middle of a wild card race. And if you're a baseball fan or a Toronto fan and your hair hanging out, we do our play-by-play version for baseball as well. Not as many games as we do for the Maple Leafs, but we are doing the Yankees this week. And of course, everyone knows what Aaron Judge is going through right now and just crushing those balls. The 20.
I assume you're rooting for the Yankees?
No way. Blue Jays are in a wild card race. They're going for it. The wild card kicks off the beginning of October, so we're going to see what days they're scheduled in. Of course, we're going to bring you some of those games as well. And we're going to follow the Blue Jays to the playoffs. And, of course, we have the Leafs. So it's going to be all Toronto sports all October, which is going to be amazing.
Unfortunately, that game with the Blue Jays and the Yankees, we're going to have to agree to disagree.
I'm sure we will.
And then in Sam's spare time, he's just going to do Raptors games. So.
It's in conversations. It's in conversations.
I thought he was going to ride roller coasters and bake strudel. Oh, no, apple crisp. He's baking apple crisp.
Apple crisp? Yeah, it's good. There's going to be a whole lot going on. Now you just lost my train of thought. Talking about Raptors.
Raptors.
The Blue Jays are going to be an interesting run, and this series with the Yankees is going to be super key because the Jays are kind of chasing the Yankees right now. I didn't check what it is lately, but the other day it was only 5.5 games. So if Toronto can take that series versus the Yankees, there is a chance Toronto could dominate the Yankees and take over the division title.
No, not going to
happen. Mike Howe would like to see the doggy if he's available.
Ooh, Mike's got peanut butter cookies.
That game, I will have my Yankees jacket on.
All right. Nice.
Well, it's always Toronto and the Yankees has been a long rivalry.
Yes, it has. So let's talk a little bit about some of the newcomers to the Toronto organization who we've seen today, because there's been a few.
To Toronto. I was going to talk about a newcomer, but it wasn't to Toronto.
Oh, please. I
want to know where that guy Thin Mint was. I wanted to eat him for dinner. I mean, have him over for dinner.
Yeah, Triton, a big Thin Mint fan.
With fava beans? Mike would like to know about the dog.
Oh, the dog's name is Chandler. Sam, is it okay to mention Chandler, Cam?
Yeah, of course. Yes, please. Okay. By all means, share a link too if you have.
All right. I could give the link to my channel, but on my channel, I actually do every so often. I may do one tomorrow, actually, called Chandler Cam, where I turn on one of my office cameras, and you could watch Chandler all day.
Yes, it has been a lot of fun.
He is a rescue dog that we got from Texas. So,
and actually, I just realized I need to add that video to this list of screens. So good thing you mentioned that. Yes, Triton on his channel, great channel. If you like technology, virtual reality, he does a lot of Oculus. The new NFL football game that came out on the Oculus, Triton's in a battle right now in his season. So you'll definitely want to check him out. And of course, there's the Chandler Cam where you could tune in to see the puppy. And of course, there's some wrestling vlogs that get posted there as well. So you never know what you're going to see, but it's an amazing, amazing channel. So definitely check it out. Blue Car, what's going on?
Chandler hangs out in the office.
Yeah, but Chandler has come so far since we got him.
Yep. Agreed 100%. Okay, let's take a talk of some of the new folks that the Leafs have brought in and what our first impressions. Obviously, Jarnkrok, first impression is through the roof. The guy's put up 2 goals, and he's coming in at just over $2 million. He's 30 years old, playing really, really well. Let's talk about Nicholas Aube-Kubel. So Kubel's a guy, they signed him for $1 million, 1-year contract. He comes in and plays, he played for Colorado last year, wins the cup with Colorado, did okay. He's coming in here. My impressions of him so far are a little mixed. He only had 22 points in 67 games with Colorado last year. I don't expect much. He's probably going to be a third-line player, but I'm not. I mean, it's one game, right? Not even.
It's still early.
So I'm not 100% sold on Kubel the way I was when I first heard his signing. Gummy, that's right. We are so very, very close to 3,000.
And I remember something from last year about when we hit 3,000 subs.
What did I promise?
That you were going to get a Tampa Bay Lightning hat.
Oh, yes, indeed. Well, un momento, s'il vous plaît, which is French for hang on.
Do you speak French over there in Maine, Triton?
Some people do. I don't, but some people do.
Oh.
Oh.
So
Traitor.
I'm ready.
Traitor.
Just to show you, I am prepared. I am prepared for when 3,000 comes along. So
Now the
I
Leafs
thought
are
you
gonna
forgot.
the Leafs are going to lose because you put that hat in your head.
No. I just say I honor. If I said it, I will honor it. Unlike
Yes,
so
when you make a bet or a contract with Sam, you need to be specific.
and we need to write it down. So here's the funny thing. In the playoffs last year, Triton and I, so for those of you who don't know, Triton was not a hockey fan until we really got involved with the channel, right? And he's become a hockey fan. And so we made a bunch of bets throughout the playoffs. Who's going to win this playoff series? Who's going to win that playoff series? But we never wrote them down. It always took place in a show like this. We were talking, we said, oh yeah, I'll do this, I'll do that. And of course, what happens is the series would end and we sit there going, hey, did we say that you were going to do this or I was going to do that? And
I know.
So we never came through, except for me, one time with the macaroni and cheese with lemon or lemon drop, shall we say.
Yeah.
So this year, when we come up with these things, we're going to write them down and we're going to stick.
Well, Dallas has the official notebook.
Dallas has the official notebook. All right.
Oh, good gravy. I'm going to need more paper.
Is that good gravy and ketchup?
Hi, Jeff.
Oh, God. You guys are too much. I love it. Thank you, Blue Car. Appreciate that. If I subscribe, I'd like my own redeem, Mike. That's funny. I tell you right now, Gator is the only one that has his own.
Yes.
Redemption.
Triton and I don't get our own redeem.
Yeah, we don't have our own redeem.
Lucas, what's going on? Welcome.
Although I sort of got one. I sort of got a Blue Jays one. I asked for a Joe Carter one, but it's not actually me. I did ask for a Joe Carter one.
That is true. All right, so that's Kubel. Let's go down to Adam Gaudette. We saw Adam Gaudette this afternoon. $750,000. He's 25 years of age.
Much money.
He's bounced around a little bit. Came in with Vancouver, moved over to the Blackhawks, the Senators, and now here in Toronto. I was okay with Gaudette. I was impressed with his speed. We obviously didn't see a lot of offensive opportunities from him, but really, really good on his edges and enjoyed his skating. So right now, Gaudette is up for me. There's the Gator emoji. He's
That's
Dallas.
funny. It's like Dallas just got splashed.
Got Dallas right in the face.
Thanks so much, Gator. Thank you so much. I noticed too in the first game this afternoon in this game, nobody's my hat's all crooked. Nobody told me my hat was crooked. I
couldn't see it when you were too short.
Dallas, I have the same problem. My brims are always crooked, but I think it's my head that's crooked.
I didn't see any one player played a whole lot of minutes. Everybody was sort of playing really short shifts.
Yeah.
It would have been easier for me to comment if I could have actually seen either of these games, but I checked and I didn't get either of these games.
That's true. Depending on where you're at, you're not going to
Two
see a
Canadian
whole
teams, unfortunately, even though in Maine didn't you tap into the Canadian cable? I thought you tapped in last year.
Well, apparently my tap must have ran out because I could get the Bruins tonight, I guess, whatever it is.
Okay. So let's do this because the first intermission is going to be coming up to an end, and there's two other guys I want to talk about. We'll talk about the prospects another time. Two players on professional tryouts: Zach Aston Reese, who we saw earlier, and Dylan Ferguson, who came in and played the third period of the game earlier. I almost just spilt my water all over the computer. That would have been disastrous.
That would have been horrible.
Again?
There goes the stream.
Again.
Yeah. GJ, welcome in. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Welcome.
So I was really impressed. We'll start with Dylan Ferguson, the goalie who played the third period earlier. Ferguson came in, shut the door, gets the shutout in his 20 minutes. Absolutely incredible. I was very impressed with his performance in this particular game. What were your thoughts, Dallas?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
The goalies are okay. I get to be on the other side next time. I'm kidding. The goalies are pretty solid. I mean, it was a good period and a half before anybody scored in the afternoon game. It was a good period or so before anybody scored this game. So the goalies are solid. But again, it's still.
I have to. Like I said, I can't see the game, but I do have to agree that they've been low scoring games.
Yeah. And then, of course, last player we want to talk about before they come back, Zach Aston Reese. He comes over on a PTO. He's told that there's a spot he could earn on the team. He's kind of in that Adam Gaudette category, or that Aube-Kubel category for me. I'm not overly impressed with him so far. I kind of expected more. Now, it is game one, so they're getting their legs. They're finding the chemistry. But I just expected to see a little bit more out of him tonight.
Yeah, I just think it's early days. You can't expect too much the first couple of games. They're still mixing and matching and who's playing with who.
Very, very
true.
But
you would think that they would really try to be putting their best skate forward to make a good impression right off the bat.
Well, that's what's going to be tough. There's not a whole lot of spots available. There's a couple, but there's not a lot. And we're seeing a lot of good things. Steve's with the 2-goal performance. Now, they weren't spectacular goals, but they were goals. Robertson tonight is flying around the ice. He's looking good. Toronto is just doing some things with some of these prospects that I think are going to potentially steal some of these spots from guys like Aston Reese who are trying to get there. Anyways, the game's going to be coming back. Let's drop our predictions in. Triton, we'll start with you this game. What's your prediction for the final?
I'm going to say 3-1 Leafs.
3-1 Leafs. All right, Dallas, your prediction.
I think it's going to stay 2-0.
Going 2-0. All right,
Hold
Dallas
on.
is going 2-0.
Wait. I got the notebook. Wait, what did you say, Triton?
I said 3-1 Leafs.
All right. I went with what did I go with the last game? I said 4-2 in the last game?
Yep. I believe so.
So I'm going to go 4-2 again this game. We're going to go 4-2.
So you think there's going to be another 4 scores in the third
2
period?
goals for Toronto, 2 goals for Ottawa. All right, thank you guys for hanging out. It was a blast as always. Let's get into the third period. Drop your predictions in the chat, and let's see who gets the closest. So here we go. It's game time. We'll see you guys real soon.
And as is tradition, everybody has to have ice cream for the third period.
There you go. Get your ice cream ready. Put your predictions in the chat. Let's see what's going on. Like me, Instagram. Yeah, I'll check you out on Instagram. One thing we should mention, well, I'll tell you at the next commercial break. We'll call it out. Let's get this game underway. And there we go. We've passed 2780. Unbelievable. We're now on our way to 2790, which is incredible. 219 subscribers away from 3,000. and a chance to maybe win something real cool. So Toronto does start this period on the power play for 3 minutes because of the double minor for high sticking. Kubel skating around, trying to shake it off, trying to center it in front to Matthews, couldn't get there. So Matthews is going to come back and pick this up. Gonna flick it across. Here comes the Maple Leafs with the dreaded power play drop back pass. Matthews gets through 3 Senators. How did he do that? Putting around, here's a long shot in, and that's going to be stopped. So both teams have changed their goaltenders to start this period. In net for Toronto is Keith Petruzzelli, and in net for Ottawa is Matt Sogard. So both teams switching up their goaltenders for the remaining 20 minutes of this hockey game. So William Villeneuve back to pick it up. 2 minutes now remaining in the power play. The first 2 minutes have gone past. Here's Nick Robertson. He's going to bring it in, send it around. Far side, back to the point to Villeneuve. Little bump pass into the slot. Picks up Abruzzese. Abruzzese coming around, throwing it over. Back to Robertson. Robertson top of the circle, down low to Kerfoot. Going to send it back. Over to Der-Arguchintsev. Going to send it in. Kerfoot with the tip came to the side of the net, and Abruzzese could not tip it in. So that's going to be out. And all the way down the ice, Ottawa just able to clear it out and down. Again, if you're just coming in, thanks for joining us here for the third period. Make sure you hit that like button, and of course, hit the subscribe as well. Who started in net for the Leafs before that guy? It was Samsonov. Lucas Samsonov started in net for Toronto. I need to score, get 1-1, score rocks. Welcome at 100. Yeah, nice. Score 2. Yes, Sean, let's go. Let's get some points on the board. Here we go. 45 seconds left to go in the Leafs power play. Matthews sending it around all the way back, holding it in. Look out, coming across to Rielly. Rielly, nifty move to keep it in, gets it to Matthews. Matthews on the side, digging deep. It's going to come back to the point. Rielly throws it across. Bunting's going to pick it up, coming across the circle. Matthews, top of the circle, takes the shot. I think that was deflected and knocked down. I don't think it actually got to the goaltender. Nice little play. Here comes Ottawa. They're just going to flip it into Toronto zone. 15 seconds to go now in the power play. For the most part, Ottawa has killed it off. Lucas, he did. He played very well. Here comes Ottawa, stealing the puck back in the neutral zone, bringing it into Toronto territory. Stick and puck, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Coming around, passing it through. Ottawa trying to move it up. They're going to come. Sogard's going to bring it up. Here they come. Ottawa stepping in. Is that Tkachuk who's going to put it down deep? Now he's going to pick it up behind the net. Tkachuk coming out in front with an opportunity. Batherson so close, just couldn't capitalize. A little hit now. Ottawa starting to put the pressure as they want to get on the board here. Back to the point. Toronto's holding that in. Nice play there by Kokkonen. Dockard's going to chip it out, but can't. Toronto just puts it right back in. Toronto doing an excellent job in this early part of the period, covering the neutral zone. So back is the Senators. Larson has the puck. He's taking a look, and now he's going to start the rush. Long pass up to the red line, tipped in. Toronto goaltender out to play it. Look out, Toronto starting to trip up over each other, but they're able to get it out and down the ice. Now here comes Ottawa right back in. The goaltender out to play it again. Toronto had to be quick there, almost turned it over. Sens playing it across the line, tried to get it up into the slot. Nice little play there. Going down, stop, rebound. Ottawa smashing, trying to put it through. Nice save there by Petrolizzi. Coming in front, centered in front, they shoot, they score. Ottawa is on the board. The Ottawa Senators able to get on the board. Crookshank, I believe, was the one who puts it in. Unbelievable. They put a bunch of pressure on. Petrolizzi can't see anything. Finally, he gets up, but they make a nice Cross-ass pass right in through the crease almost, and no chance there for the goaltender. Can't get across in time, has to go down low with the pad, and it's knocked down. So Crookshank is going to get the goal. Angus coming up big. That's going to put the Senators on the board, make it a 2-1 hockey game. Lucas redeeming the freeze. That means I got a freeze. There we go. You're earning points just from being here, and you could redeem them to freeze, make me cheer for the other team, or bring graphics up on the board. If you do exclamation mark points, it'll tell you how many points you've earned. There's Road Warrior throwing a pie in my face. Getting in on the redemptions. Soburn and Thompson going to get the assists on the goal from Crookshank. Shots are now even 18 apiece. Puck's going to come back in Toronto territory. Morgan Rielly, Mo Rye, slowing it down, letting the team make some changes. Here they come. Toronto going to dump it down. Actually, fanned in the dumping pass. Here's a break. 2-on-1 forming for the Senators. Coming across. Right. Nice play there to break it up. Wow, that was close. Benn coming up huge to break up that play. Really impressed with Benn so far. We didn't talk about him at intermission, but he's one of those players that has impressed me. Coming back across. Big shot. That's going to get knocked down. Oh, there's a blatant trip. Arm is going to go up. Ref is going to call that all day long. Ottawa is going to go to the box. Had the feet pulled out from under him. When they come back, Toronto's going to go to the power play, and they're going to get another chance to get something done. Nice little play here by the Maple Leafs. Points carry over. Yes, Road Warrior, they do. And Sir Psycho, yes, points carry over every single stream. What you earn here carries over. However, I am going to announce it now. We're going to post it in the community section, and we're going to talk about it every stream. On October the 12th. That's right, the home opener game on October the 12th. All the points are going to be reset. Every couple of months or every kind of major milestones of events, we reset the points to bring everything back in line. So, earn your points now. You'll have up to October 12th, and then the points are going to reset, and then you'll start earning points yet again. So, just set it now, and we'll say it again, and it'll be posted. Does the redeem wings not work anymore? No, Lucas, we only have when they play certain teams. So because they're not playing Detroit right now, that one doesn't work. So only the team they're kind of playing against. Although, in fairness, I don't think I set up a redeem for Ottawa, which is shame on me. I probably should have. Actually, let me double check that. There's so many of them. No, I did not set up a redeem for the Ottawa Senators. So normally we will have a redemption set up for both teams. The big reset. That's right. There's your t-shirt. I survived the big reset. So, it was both Mete and Benn. They're showing on that play, getting back to break up that partial break earlier in the period. So nice play by both people. So it was Matthews that gets hauled off his feet. It's Shane Pinto that's going to go to the box. You can't haul Matthews off his feet. That's illegal. So here we go. Matthews with the puck. Toronto's power play is 0 for 3 tonight. The power play was number 1 in the NHL last season. Now it's only game 1, so it really doesn't mean anything. But let's see what they can do here. David, hello. Welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us tonight. Hope you're having a great day. Puck being held in by Jarnkrok. Jarnkrok looking for goal number 3. And that's going to be knocked out. Ottawa going to bring it down. Ottawa shorthanded. The chase is on. And they gets a shot off. Nice little play. Matthews going to slow this there. Sorry, Rielly going to slow this one down now. Get it ready to go. He's fired up. Here comes Rielly. Passes it up to SDA. Team's making some changes. New power play unit comes on for the Leafs. 1 minute to go. And we're at under 13 to go here in the third period. Robertson sends it across to the far side. Kerfoot, he tries to get it back to Robertson, but he turns it over. Bad pass there by Kerfoot. Coming around, that's going to be tipped and blocked. Here comes Toronto. Villeneuve flying down. Oh, and he's going to pass it back. I hate that play on the power play. When you have everyone with momentum moving forward, why stop and turn it back behind you? Terrible. Every team does it. Toronto sending it back around. Villeneuve going to try again. Gets it up to Kerfoot. Kerfoot's going to leave it there for Robertson. Robertson coming down. Going to shoot it around behind the net. Toronto stops to hold it in. They keep it in. Over to SDA. Top of the circle. Takes a wrist shot. That's going to go high and just wide. Back to the point. Nice pass and a tip, and that's going to go up and out of play into the mesh. There it is. You get the Matthews coming out. Get the Go Leafs Go going. Lucas bringing Matthews out to make some noise, cheering on the Leafs. Coming through. So, Sir Psycho, the Gamble command is only available. It's exclusive for channel members. So all channel members have exclusive access to that particular command in-chat game to earn points faster. So Ottawa's going to win that puck. They're going to send it around. There's Gator Ghost bringing Carlton to the stream. Here come the Leafs. Trying to get it out. Gets it up to Rielly. Sending it all the way down the ice. In the corner, Clifford. He gets bodied off the puck. I'm waiting for Clifford to drop the pucks. Gator Ghost. Blasted me. AAU calling upon the Gator to soak me. Putting it in front. Stolen away. Here comes the Sens. Brady to Chuck. Backhand cross-ice pass all the way down. Brodie in there as well now. Behind the net. Ottawa trying to kick it out in front. They can't get it right in front, but they get it back to the blue line. Putting it aside. I figured when it didn't work. No problem. I just didn't want you to be like, why isn't this working? Ottawa. Aaron pass. Putting it to the far corner. Coming across in a high shot. That's going to drift up and over the net. Under 11 to go now in the third. Shots are in favor of the Senators. 21-19. Crookshank in there. Putting it over to Chuck with a shot. That's going to go high and wide. Lots of shots just missing the net. Here's Ottawa backing it up. They're going to slow down. Both teams finishing up their changes. Long pass. That's going to go in. Toronto there to pick it up. Gets taken into the boards. A couple big hits. Here's Ottawa. Long pass intercepted. Nice. Coming across. Crookshank. Instead of shooting, he elected to pass it. And Toronto steals it back. Nice play there by Toronto defensively. Mete going to send it up. This pairing of Mete and Benn has been outstanding in this hockey game. Robertson comes back. Now he's going to take a long pass, trying to get it in, and it's just offside. Nick Robertson looking real good. You know who we haven't seen here so far, or at least that he's touched the puck and that we've noticed him, has been the big man, Curtis Douglas. We have not really noticed Curtis Douglas getting involved in the play. Let's see if I can, do we have a time on ice stat here? Let's see if Douglas has actually been involved at all in this hockey game. We know he's dressed, he's on the bench, but it doesn't look like Curtis Douglas has actually got into this hockey game yet, which is unfortunate because I was really excited to watch him play. Right now, Morgan Rielly's leading the Maple Leafs, playing 21 minutes, followed by TJ Brodie at 17. Matthews also over 17. Then look at this. I was just talking about Jordy Benn and Victor Mete and how great they've been. Benn and Mete both putting up over 15 minutes of ice time here. That is outstanding to see for the two of them. In limited minutes, Nick Robertson is just under 12 minutes, as is, of course, they just updated all these as I was scrolling through. So now just over 12 minutes, Nick Robertson. He's starting to get more involved in the play. The big Leaf, of course, today has been Jarnkrok with 2 goals and a +2, as well as Matthews. Matthews has been spectacular. Looking over, if we switch gears to the Ottawa Senators, Shabbat and Zub have been the 2 big players there at 19 and 22 minutes. Of course, the only points on the board really for those fourth line players. Looking at the minus, nobody is a -2. So nobody's been on the ice for all the Leaf goals. So we'll keep an eye on those stats throughout the game and see how they end up finishing. So they're just coming back in. So here we go. Thanks everyone for joining us. Having a lot of fun here tonight. Met a lot of new friends, and our channel has been growing so much. So thank you all for everything you've contributed. We appreciate it so very much. Now on the way to 2790. We're under 9. We got 9.5 minutes to go here in the third period. Toronto with a 2-1 lead, but Ottawa has been pressing. Here comes the Sens. They're going to dump this back in. Trying to keep it going. Sens have it. 21 shots to 19 for the Maple Leafs. Maple Leafs just not connecting on any passes right now. Ottawa has been coming up really big. Comes all the way back. Toronto has to pick it up. Kokkonen going to send it over to Villeneuve. The two kids getting a chance to play together. Over to DSA. And they're going to chip it in. Clifford going to chip it in and chase. Clifford down in the corner. Waiting for Clifford and Sabern to drop the gloves at some point. Here's a quick shot right in the front. And that's going to be held by the goaltender of the Senators, Slaggert. So both goaltenders playing okay. Forsberg was okay. He wasn't spectacular. But Ilya Samsonov was great. Lots of opportunities. He stood up tall. Samsonov with a great game in 40 minutes played. So Ellis is going to come in. Oh, no, is he being waved out? Ellis is going to go over to the side. Clifford is going to come in to take the draw for the Maple Leafs. Benn and Mete are back on defense. It's going to come out, and Benn is going to grab it and send it back home. So we know there'll be a spot for Benn or Mete, or potentially both, in the early parts of the season. As Jake Muzzin is day-to-day, we don't know how long that will be. And Timothy Liljegren is out having some surgery, so we know he's going to be out for a little bit. And, of course, Rasmus Sandin is currently holding out. Psycho, Brodie or Waugh? That is a great question, and my answer would be it depends on which part of their career. Both have been spectacular. I think I personally liked Brodie over Waugh. You can't take anything away from either of those two goaltenders. I think Waugh played on some better teams, but Brodie was spectacular. Here's Shabak coming in for the Sens. Sens starting to run at it, getting close now, watching the clock. 7:45 to go in the third period. Marty all day. Yes, Blair agrees with me. So we got a little issue here on Aube-Kubel having some words with Tkachuk. That Josh Norris getting taken out again. So Kubel is going to get a penalty. Clifford got cross-checked from behind into the boards. He was watching the Sens player that did it all the way. And he comes back to get into the play. That diving save from the blue line. Yeah, just crazy. So I'm trying to see in the replay. He kind of gets a little bit of a blindsided hit there. So Norris goes down. Ottawa's going to go on the power play. Not something you want to give up here in the closing moments of the period. So Aube-Kubel takes a questionable penalty, but it's a penalty nonetheless. So let's see what the Sens can do. They're 0 for 2 tonight with only one registered shot. Jays up 3-1, top of the ninth. Thank you, Lucas. Jam play, it's on. It's being held. Ottawa's whacking at it. Finally, the goaltender makes the call. You know Tkachuk is going to be right in the goaltender's face. You know Pinto's going to be right around there as well. Oh, Mike, you're very welcome. We love having you here. It's been a whole lot of fun. I know, right, Dallas? Nobody's exchanging recipes. I guess they're all set. Maybe they're waiting till after Thanksgiving. The Canadian Thanksgiving, that is. So it looks like what happened there? There was a whistle. They won the faceoff. Toronto went to send it down. Chabot reached to knock it down. He knocked it down with a high stick. So that's going to be a face-off outside. Sean, hello. Sean, hope you're having a great night. Appreciate you being here. Toronto's going to win that draw, and they're going to hammer this one down deep into Ottawa territory. Sens have to slow it down. Kerfoot in there on the forecheck. Of course, Kerfoot was one of those players that was very dangerous on the shorthanded squad, the penalty-killing squad, and he's at it again. Kerfoot steals it. Can't get a lane to the net, though. He's going to be tripped up in the corner, eating up lots of time. Last season, Kerfoot, Mikheyev, Marner, all key contributors to the shorthanded success the Leafs had. And here come the Senators, just like that, and they tie this game. So that's going to do it. Josh Norris, who's been pretty much beaten up all game long with some bad hits, some high sticking, and that blindsided hit. Josh Norris is going to tie this game up. Yikes. That is not exactly what we needed to see. Batherson's going to bring it in, send it back over. The puck is going to come across to Norris. He makes no mistake. Again, the Sens doing everything right, forcing the goaltender to slide laterally from left to right, and that exposes a big part of the net. So we have a brand new hockey game here, ladies and gentlemen. It is 2-2. Norris' first goal, and it couldn't come at a bigger time, and a power play goal at that. Chabot and Batherson getting the assists. Coming across, back to the point. Big shot. Rebound is there. They score to take the lead. Disaster striking twice here for the Maple Leafs. Ottawa, the side of the net, absolutely hammers this one home. Kastelic, I think, is going to get credit for this goal. It was tipped in front. It was going back and forth. The rebound comes off the boards. Kastelic, the side of the net, is going to pick it up, and he's going to chip this in. Oh no, Toronto is in trouble. He's going to get the goal, picking up the rebound off the bounce of the boards. Oh, goodness. Not a good start here for Rielly, as he gives up a couple, 3 goals to bring Ottawa right back in here. So here comes Bunting. Bunting with the puck, going to sends it up. It certainly did flip real quickly. And on that note, let's close our poll. Let's see what the voting was in our poll here today. We're going to close this up and see the results. So of the poll, 75% of people said yes, Toronto is going to take this. 249 votes, 75% said Toronto. 24 said nope, the Sens are going to take it. Morgan trying to get Toronto to fire back up here. Toronto digging in the slot. The Matthews line coming close, but they're not able to put it in. This is going to come out and down the ice. Brodie back to pick it up, going to send it around. 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes to go. Toronto in trouble. Aube-Kubel back to pick it up. I'm going to send it around. And you know, the scoring of Ottawa and the play of Ottawa has been spread all the way out. Yeah, I don't know. Dallas. Oh, and just like that, Lucas redeems cheer. Redeems cheer means I got to cheer for the Sens momentarily. Here come the Senators. Let's go Sens, as they're going to fire this one down the ice. In there to pick it up. Again, if you're new and you're just coming in, hit that subscribe button. We really appreciate it. Digging through in the corner. Toronto trying to come out, but Ottawa's going to come away. No, stolen by Toronto. 4-on-2 shaping up. And Toronto, Robertson, he's going to dump it in. Robertson's going to chase it down. Circle around. He's being pressed out by Ottawa. Nice defensive play there. And it was SDA, excuse me. I've been mixing those two up all night long. Shot's going to go high and over the net. Ottawa with the puck and have possession. 4 minutes to go now. 4 minutes to go. Thompson's going to circle around. Taking a look. Again, make sure you have your notification bells checked so you get notified the next time we go live. We're going to be doing the Blue Jays and the New York Yankees coming up this week. It's going to be a lot of fun as those two teams battling each other out. Then we'll be back for probably another preseason game before the regular season gets underway. Quick shot, that's going to go wide. But you'll definitely find us live for Toronto-Montreal on October 12th. Here's Villeneuve. He's going to carry it up. He's going to send this cross ice all the way down. Toronto has possession. Digging deep is Ellis. Back to the point. Here's Villeneuve. Fakes the shot. Villeneuve gets it back. Trying to send it down. Nice play there by Ottawa to knock it. Here they go. Toronto battling hard at the Ottawa bench as they're making changes. Both teams making changes. We're down to 3 minutes. 3 minutes to go in the third period. Here come the Leafs. They're going to dump this one down, and the chase is on. In the corner. Trying to pull through. Keeping it in. No, still, yes, no, yes, no. It's back and forth over the blue line. 2-on-1 for Ottawa, and they kind of butcher the pass. Batherson can't control it. Over to Chuck, who throws it in front. Here comes the Matthews line. Matthews, Bunting, and Jarnkrok coming in for the final 2.5 minutes here. Jarnkrok with the puck possession. Throwing it down for Bunting, just too far out of his reach. Coming into pinch was Benn. So Benn and Mete getting the call here in the closing moments to play with the Matthews line. That shows a lot of confidence from the coach. Matthews trying to keep it in, holding the line. Bodies colliding. The whistle finally is going to blow. Coming closer and closer and closer. A couple minutes left to go. They're going to take a commercial break. Holy moly, what a hockey game we have here. 3-2 Ottawa. Ottawa turning it around in the late moments of this third period, not giving Toronto a chance to really come in and get back in here. Toronto's going to have to battle hard to make sure they can tie this one back up. Nonetheless, regardless of the results, the end results really doesn't matter. We've seen a lot of good things coming in through this game. Benn and Victor Mete, super impressive. Really enjoyed watching them play together. It's going to be exciting to see what Toronto's going to do with their defensive squad. Nick Robertson seems to play really well with Alex Kerfoot. Lots of speed on that line. Of course, they haven't connected, haven't put anything in the net, but the skating is there. And of course, Jarnkrok, the story today. Jarnkrok, what a superb performance, 2 goals, and he's been playing really, really well with Matthews and Bunting. I also want to kind of mention William Villeneuve. Villeneuve has not looked out of place. He had that one moment early in the game where he looked a little slow, but he certainly has showing that he can skate because he switched to another gear when he got beat for that puck. He said he's not letting that happen again. Neil, what's going on? Let's go Senators. Senators, just what a comeback. Absolutely. A couple goals are able to chip it in. Doesn't matter how they go in as long as they go in, and Ottawa finds himself in a comfortable spot with the lead. Absolutely amazing. Great play there by the Senators. Is there OT in our future? Cujo in the house. What's going on? There might be. I hope so. I'm hopeful. I know a lot of us here are. Although our Senators fans don't want it, they want this to end now. Nah, Jake, it's going to be an exciting season this year. It's not going to be a long season. It's going to be super exciting. I also want to let you know, we're going to be doing a hockey pool this year. So make sure you're checking out our community section for more details as they're announced. But we're going to take on 19 teams in this hockey pool, and the winning team is going to win some time in Vegas. So you'll have to get more information on all the details when it's available. But if you're interested in joining our hockey pool, Instagram me, find me on Instagram, DM me, and let me know, hey, I'm so-and-so from YouTube. I want to be in your hockey pool. And we'll add you to the list and make sure you get the details as soon as they come available. Again, only 19 teams in the hockey pool, and one of those teams is going to win and go to Vegas. Ron, what's going on? Welcome in. So Bunting and Rielly having a conversation with the official saying it should be outside. They're saying it should have been an icing call, but it doesn't look like they're going to get it. So we're down to 150 to go here. So let's see the replay. Yes, that should have been an icing call. So here comes Matthews. Matthews going to dump it down. The chase is on. 140 to go. Chabot trying to get it up. He can't. He falls. Leafs have possession. Here they come. Kerfoot right up the middle. It's there for Toronto. Just couldn't put it in. Just wide. Aube-Kubel trying to hold it in. Toronto holds it in. Bunting sends it over. Face-off circle. Toronto pulls their goalie. It's a 6-on-5 situation. Empty net for Toronto. Just what we saw earlier. Here's a quick shot. Bunting. Rebound is there. One whack, two whacks. And the Ottawa goaltender is going to hang on to that one. Unbelievable. Taking a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, Philadelphia and Boston are tied at ones with 5:30 left to go in the third period. The Arizona Coyotes and the St. Louis Blues are tied at 3 with 5 minutes left in the second period. Those are the only other games underway tonight. Jonathan, what's going on, bud? Hope you are doing well. So we got a timeout called by the Maple Leafs. Yummy tea. So absolutely incredible. This game, the tales of this game, the stories of this game, back and forth, absolutely spectacular. That's right, Cloud9 Blues getting it done, or trying to get it done, have it all tied up right now. Let's actually take a little poke in there, see if we can get the... Oh, come on. You're not going to let me access that game? Let's see if we can find out those goal scores as the timeout here is coming to a close. So for St. Louis, it's Brown and Neighbors. Neighbors with 2 goals tonight. Wow, Neighbors is one of those players to watch. Did great in the prospect tournament. For Arizona, it was Kelman, Hayton, and Ritchie getting on the board. But Brown and Neighbors with 2. That is spectacular. Toronto wins the draw. They get it back to the point, carrying it around. Back down below. Keeping it in. Over to the side is SDA. Puts it around to Kerfoot. Going to come over to Rielly. Rielly back behind to Kerfoot. Sending it to SDA. Ottawa gets it. They can't clear. Held in. Nice move there by the Maple Leafs. Back across in front. They shoot. Oh my gosh. How did that not go in? 43 seconds to go. Toronto was inches away from tying this game. Back to the point. Jarnkrok gives it over. Up to middle to Jarnkrok. It is there again in the slot. A couple whacks at it, and the Ottawa goaltender, Slaggert, is going to hang on to that. Unbelievable. What a great, great piece of forechecking. Toronto coming close and close and close. Some nice shots there, some nice opportunities. I think that was actually off the post. Jarnkrok off the post, almost getting the hat trick. He shot it just too hard. If he would have taken a little bit off, it would have dipped in. But he hits the crossbar. Over to Rielly. Rielly throwing it in front. It's there, but they can't bank it in. This is going to come out. It's a race for it. A diving play. Ottawa picks it up, and they're going to chip it in the empty net, and that's going to do it. Ottawa is going to put that one in the empty net. Oh, boy. Coming close and close and close. Lots of opportunities for Toronto. They can't capitalize. It finally comes out, and Ottawa is going to get it, bring it all the way down the ice, and put it in. Tyler Mete is going to put it in for the empty net tally, and that's probably going to do it. That's it. I'm going to the TTC. That's right, Dallas. Murray, what's going on? It is super good to see hockey back on. And what an incredible day of hockey it has been here on the channel. Guys, we're 2 likes away from 90 likes. If you haven't hit that like button, 2 people, hit the like. Get it up to 90. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe as well. We got an icing call with 11.1 seconds left to go. There you go, Neil. Ottawa did it. Ottawa came all the way back, and they took it 4-2. There we go. Thank you very much. I just like seeing those round numbers. Get to the 90 likes on the board. And of course, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe. You guys have been an absolutely spectacular audience tonight. Here's Ottawa coming at it again. 3 seconds to go, 2 seconds to go. And that's going to do it. The horn has gone. Ottawa is going to take this game by a score of 4-2. And what a great game for the Senators. Now it's time for, in my opinion...
And now, the 3 stars of the game.
Now, when we look at the 3 stars for tonight's game, there's only a couple of people that I take into consideration. So we're going to hop into the statistics and look at what is going on. First and foremost, Kelly Jarnkrok, he is going to be my first star of the game. I disagree with what they put on the television. Jarnkrok is my first star of the game. His first appearance, he comes up huge. 2 goals, 2 points, 3 shots on net, 1 hit, 1 block shot. What a great lineup there. Jarnkrok is going to be my first star of the game. My second star of the game is going to be Ilya Samsonov. Samsonov, through 40 minutes, played absolutely spectacular hockey. Let's switch back over here to our other screen. Spectacular hockey he played, and I'm really, really impressed with the debut of Samsonov. So he's going to be my second star. And now for my third star of the game. This time we are going to have to flip it over to the other side of the house and go to the Ottawa Senators. I'm going to give it, even though his goal was an empty net goal, I'm going to give it to Mete. Tyler Motte. He has 1 goal, 1 assist, 2 points, a +1 on the night, 2 shots on net, 5 hits. So great job. And he was 50% in the faceoff circle. So those are going to be my 3 stars for tonight's game. Jarnkrok, Samsonov, and Motte from Ottawa. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again so much for being here. What a spectacular evening. For all the likes, all the subscribes, thank you. All of our channel members, thank you so much. All of our moderators, fantastic job as always. Thanks, Jonathan. I appreciate that. And I look forward to seeing you guys back for our next hockey stream, which is going to be coming up real soon. We're going to look at getting that scheduled. And of course, October 12th. Circle it in your calendars or go over to our channel, the channel main page. You can actually set a reminder on that stream right now. It's scheduled, and hit an early like. Other than hockey for Blue Jays, we'll be back to watch the Jays and the Yankees coming up in a couple of days. I think it's on the 28th, and it's going to be a whole lot of fun. So thank you for everything. What an amazing first day of hockey. We look forward to seeing you real soon. From everyone here at the Samwelb12 family, we thank you and good night.